make sure you go with that. And here we go. You guys hear me? All right, we did it. I never thought I'd have to do a live video for you guys at all, because I was never thinking in a million years I'd hit 20,000 subscribers. And here we are doing a live video. So I want to say thank you guys for everybody who come out. I'm here to answer all your crazy questions, all the questions about some of the cars we've had here, some of the, if you guys got any military questions. So that's what I'm here for today, and I just wanted to give you guys a shout out and say thank you and appreciate all the support. So some of the things that we are doing around here is I think you guys remember the 72 satellite. So the 1972 satellites, the white and the blue one, we just pulled off the corner of the street here locally. Those were local cars. I got the 72 fired up. So spoiler alert, runs good. It's nasty. That little 383 is, well, I shouldn't say little. The big 383 is pretty nasty. So I'm working on that video this week. I think I will have it. I got about half of it edited out, but I'll have I should have it to you guys we'll do the final shoot on it, I think Friday. And then I should have it to you guys either Friday afternoon or Saturday morning. And you guys can check out that video. So I don't really want to talk a lot about that one. But we'll push forward and see what we can do. So satellite's coming out great. But anyway, A. Rich, PA, Peter, blurry as F. Hey Lonnie, I appreciate it. Congrats on the 20. Like I said, man, I didn't think we were gonna. I didn't think you guys liked us that much. No, I'm just kidding. I just didn't think we were gonna get that far. We started about a year ago, and I've been doing. If you guys follow some of the videos I've done videos for a long time. I've been doing the car thing since, what does my sticker say, 2013. Been in the cars since I was a little kid, but we started doing videos, and I was videoing a lot for Facebook and doing a lot of stuff on my group page, and I was doing YouTube, but I wasn't getting, you know, I don't know, like 10 views, if that, a video. And then all of a sudden, if you guys remember that 69 Dodge Charger RT that we yanked out of the carport, that bronze one, and then from there, it just, our stuff just kind of went into a spiral effect, and it just kind of started from there. So I think we just hit a year and some change on YouTube, what, a couple weeks ago maybe? So it's taken a year to get 20,000 for us, which, you know, you do put in some work doing this. It's, I mean, it looks great and everybody's having fun, but you definitely put your time in doing some YouTube videos. The editing part is redonkulous. For the recording, Jaden's behind the camera, so if he has any questions, I'm kind of just following it here as you go. But yeah, we got the camera going. He's over there gonna read anything crazy, and I'm just kind of looking at your guys' questions here. How do I get a Poor Boy sticker? So, guess what I just got? 500 Poor Boy stickers, 5-inch. So these ones here, I kind of saving these for the No Name Nationals if we decide to go, which I did sign up for. But if you email me, bradleyswrenching@gmail.com, I will definitely send you guys one. It's probably a smaller one, but I'll send them to you if you want. No problem there. Did you guys see the, what do you guys think of the new logo? Ray, I appreciate it, man. So he loves watching it, and he's got a 77 Ironhead. The chopper. That chopper, man, I want to do another bike so bad, but they don't pop up that often. So when I see the choppers, I try to grab them if I can. The Ironheads usually will pop up about, you know, one every 6 months or so, or those old, the old Sportsters. And I just love doing them because it's just such a change of pace for me. Besides doing cars all the time, and I love bikes. I've had probably at least 5 Harleys now, and I just enjoy doing it. And something about, if you guys ever ridden a suicide clutch, man, there's just something awesome about doing just riding a suicide clutch. Definitely a different feeling than you've ever had before than riding just with a regular clutch and brake setup on a motorcycle. So once I went suicide clutch, I didn't go back. Now it's like every bike I get, I got to suicide clutch it. And it's just no feeling like it. But for another chopper, believe me, I'm looking. I just haven't really found anything. And I want to put these suicide shifts up here. A fan sent me probably, I don't know, it was about, I don't know, 3 months ago or something. And this was actually for the suicide shift knob for that chopper that you guys seen. And I ended up selling the bike and I didn't get to use them. So I told them next chopper when we do a suicide clutch, I'll use one of these knobs. Bride, a bike guy, thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. 20 plus, yeah, no doubt. You got an Ironhead Sportster for sale? Yeah, nice, man. I love Ironheads. Those things are just, they just get up and go, and they're just, They're a reliable engine in my opinion. I always have fun with those things, no doubt. So the 79 Jeep is still the Golden Eagle. Yeah, that was fun. So my buddy I told you in the video, my buddy had that Jeep like a year ago. And he asked me if I wanted to do a running and driving on it or something like that. And I was like, I don't even know if he said that. He just told me he had it. And I was like, Jeep Cherokee, that ain't no Movar, you know. And finally, we just got, a year goes by, kind of getting slow around the shop, didn't really have nothing going. I said, hey, Jeff, what's up with the Golden Eagle? He's like, you want to go grab it? I said, yeah, I'll look at it. So I seen it, and I was like, why didn't you tell me you had this for the last year? Which he did, by the way. I was just being stubborn. I didn't want to deal with it. And so we got, seen in the video, we got to run and drive, but it's at his house now, sitting over there. I don't know what he's going to do with it yet, but that's where it's at right now. Alright, so I'm trying to read your guys' comments as we go here. Bear with me. So some of the things that we're doing here at Poor Boys is, let's see, do you remember Ed Miller's place with the 69, the yellow Roadrunner that went through the roof on the views? Well, I have to go back up there to get that drag car, which is a 1964 Plymouth Savoy. And it says buzzard bait on the side. It's like an old drag car that's stuck in the 60s, Has a Dana rear end. It comes with a 413. I think they bored it out to a 426. It's got a 4-speed trans I'm getting with it. But the problem is we've been trying to get that car for, I don't know, since we left Ed Miller's, probably, probably 3 months ago, 2 months ago. And the weather has just been killing us here in between North Carolina and Virginia. We can't get back up there to get the car. So I told Ed and Dino that's up there that's kind of selling all the stuff in that area, I said, look, how about if we go in 2 weeks? And the first thing from his text was just, let's watch the weather. So that's going to be a great video, and that's the picture of the car I sent to you guys to do this live video. That's that car, and that's going to be a great. I can't wait to get that one. That's a cool piece there because it's got the roll bar in it, drag race, stuck in time, which is my favorite, by the way. Those old drag race cars by far are my most favorite cars. So that's what we're doing here. I think, I don't know, like I said, 2 weeks. Right on, Rich. 57 Chevy. Can't never go wrong with that car. I had a few 67 Dodge Chargers around here, the fastback style. Those are definitely cool. I never did get them running. I wished I would have. But I heard the dashboard on those things is beautiful when they're lit up. One of them had a 440 in it and one was just a roller. So I'm familiar with those. Right on, Rich. 69 Olds 455. Okay, so here's one for you. The 2 cars that we just rescued, the 2 satellites. I know people don't like when I say satties. Anyway, the 2 satellites on the corner there, the white one and the blue one. So that was David, all right? His brother was the one who lived at the house, Charles. And Charles has a bad to the bone 19, I think it's a 70 Olds Cutlass that looks like a 442. And it was his old drag car. It's got the big old air scoop snorkel looking hood on it, sitting on cinder blocks. Man, every time I go in that area, I ask him if he wants to sell that car, but he's just not ready yet. But it's got a big, nasty 455 in it. They're drag racing it back in the days. Man, I would love to rescue that one. I don't think I've ever had, I've had a couple Oldsmobile Cutlasses, but never like the 70, 71, or definitely, I think I did have a 442, but it was a 77. So like that doesn't even jive with the cool 70s, 71 in my opinion. So, hey, what's up, Peter? Right on, man. Big Al, what's going on? Right on, man. It's good to finally talk to you. Oh, so did I say, did you guys see the logo change? I was seeing what you guys thought of that. I don't know if I said this already. But anyway, you guys know, I think if you follow me enough, you know that I'm into, I love all the cars, don't get me wrong. Chevy, Ford, of course, you know, it's the thing is Mopar stole our heart over here. That's kind of what I mess with, but I love all of them. So the logo, now if you remember the our logos for the 55 4-door 150 that we did a while back, and that car was just, we had such a riot with that car. I blew the clutch out in that video, but so you guys see those videos and you only see them for like 10 minutes because I have to edit them all out. We were out there with that Chevy 150 4-door for like 2 hours just having the time of our lives. Well, I was anyway. But so that was a special car, a special, you know, special running and driving sort of thing. We just had so much fun. So I made it into a logo. Well, as time progressed and stuff, I'm like, man, I'm just such a, at this point, I just love Mopar so much that I kind of was like, well, here I am, poor boy's garage with a Chevy, and that's cool, but you guys see me with a lot of Mopar. So one of the more special cars that we rescued was obviously the 69 Roadrunner with the big Roadrunner down the side, right? From Ed Miller's, the drag car. So I was like, well, I talked to my buddy Cole and I'm like, hey man, make me a logo with that car in it because that's a special car. It's kind of more my style, you know. Not saying that there's anything wrong with the other cars because those cars are great too. And so that's how the new logo progressed. I don't have many stickers of it yet or anything like that. We just got it done probably, I don't know, 2 days ago. So I kind of been implementing it onto the YouTube channel and stuff like that. So it's a nice, I like that piece. I think it came out pretty good. Numbers match on what, Rich? Oh, your car. Okay, I got you. Right on, Alan. The Roadster got sold, man. Ray. That car was cool. It had that Hemi in it, the 392. But man, that thing needed so much work. I remember so that car was a special piece. Don't get me wrong. We got it out of the garage. You see it in the intro video, us yanking it out of the garage. But it was built, I think it was like an early 80s built, and they stick welded everything. So once you got it on the lift, I was almost like, oh my goodness gracious, this thing needs some love. And when you went down the street, man, it was literally your knees were up in your chest, it had push button trans still, no park, and you were just riding down the street like this, like hold on for your life. It was a great piece. Very cool car, but it ended up going to Florida. A gentleman hit me up about it because he was going to restore it, and that was something that I really needed. Everything was just worn out in that thing. One of the things that I didn't care for necessarily about it is they had a locker 9-inch in the back of it. So every time you go around a corner, and it wouldn't just do the old, you know, if it had some power, it'd be like, rip, 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 and you'd be like, oh, this sounds pretty cool, you know? That thing was like clunk, clunk, clunk. And I was like, holy crap, the rear end's about to come out of this. So I put it up on the lift just to make sure all the welds were okay, not cracking, but that was normal for the car. But anyway, it ended up going to Florida. So that's the story on it. 392 came out of a an Imperial, I think. Yeah, the 392 came out of an old, it was either an Imperial or a New Yorker, I can't remember. Would I ever restore a 60s Pontiac? Heck yeah. When you say restore, are we talking ground up restoration? Or are we talking running and driving and do some burnouts? Because I'm more about, I enjoy getting them running and driving and seeing what they still got. That's more like, if I could do anything with a car or a motorcycle, that's more my style. I just love seeing, you know, what these engines still have in them, because 90% of the time these things get parked because life happens to people, you know? We all know life happens. So they get parked and they're still decent rides, you know? So I just love waking them up after all them years. That's more my style, you know, that's what I enjoy. Bob John, what's up, big mama? How you doing? Are you talking to me? Man, yeah. Rich, I would love to do a dark 340. So if you remember my video of the Roadrunner, the sassy grass green, that 340 was gnarly, and I wish I didn't sell it, because we pulled it out of, Jaden and I actually pulled it out of that Challenger. It was a 71 rally car, and the Challenger was roasted, but it had a nasty 340 in it, and I ended up selling it to my buddy Larry. You see him in some of the videos, and when I sold it to him, I'm like, I ain't never gonna do nothing with this thing anyway. And sure enough, look who had to get it running and driving. I dropped it in the sassy grass green, and that thing was stout. So yeah, I love a 340. I mean, 340s they're bad to the bone. Yeah, that Roadster. Yeah, right on now. Yeah, that thing was cool, man. Yeah, if you're if you're talking about the Roadster, if that's what you're talking about, had a lot of work done to it. Another thing that was a little disappointing with that car was the whole firewall was wood, right? Cool, no worries. I'll take that all day. That doesn't bother me. But the thing that did bother me about it is, instead of like taking a hole saw and doing nice holes into the firewall to run, you know, lines or, you know, wires, whatever, they were taking drill bits, man, and just like big auger bits and just auger bitting through that firewall. And I had all kinds of crazy holes in it. And I was just like, every time I looked at it, I'm like, man, you know. So $3,000 for the Bonnie, huh? What happened? Hey Tom, all right. What happened to the yellow Chard? No, it's a Roadrunner. I hope the one you're talking about is the '69 Roadrunner. What happened to the yellow Charger that needed a motor, that drag car? So, you guys, if you remember, we went up to Ed Miller's, like I was just explaining. I gotta get another car up there. My buddy Larry, who was up there with me, I knew that car was there, and he asked me, he goes, do you want to go in halves with me on it? And I'm like, well, I guess so, just to rescue it. But really, I was more interested in the nostalgic 64 Savoy, right? So him and I went in halves on it. We ended up yanking it out of Ed Miller's and brought it back here. And it was such a hit for everybody and such a nostalgic piece that I kind of started getting sentimental about it myself. And I was like, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I mean, it's a straight drag car, you know, roller. But as I started staring at it, I'm like, when do you find something like this cool? So I called up Larry. Actually, I think I texted him, and I said, hey man, can I just buy you out on the car? And at first, he wasn't really like just all gung-ho about it. You're like, yeah, Brad, no problem. He was more like, I don't know. Do you really want to do that? And I was like, well, I don't know. I really don't know if I want to do that. I just keep staring at this car, and it's like calling me, you know? So, I don't know, another week or two goes by. We ended up pushing it in the back of the shop. I put a car cover over it. And I think every time buddies come over, I show it to them because it is, like I said, it is just such a cool car, and you just don't find them like that. And I hit Larry up again on a text, and I said, look, man, I just got invited to the No Name Nationals. If I could pull this off, which, you guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but I'll try. I said, I'm thinking about bringing that yellow 69 to the No Name Nationals in Missouri. And I said, can I just buy you out on the car? And he's like, yeah, that's fine, just buy me out. And I said, all right, cool. So I own the yellow 69 Roadrunner drag car now, and it's actually right back there in the shop. So Jane will show you. Did you see it? So it's sitting there, and I'm brainstorming what I want to do with that. That yellow Roadrunner, though, I do have a couple of cards up my sleeve with that for that motor. My biggest concern with it was I just don't have a stout 440. That's what they're racing in that car, a 440. I don't have a stout 440 just to slam in that thing that's going to pull something like that, like just laying around, you know. But my good friend Dennis, he's close to here. He has an old drag race 440 with Indy heads on it that he's waiting to get out of a gentleman's shop. And he said as soon as he grabs it, he's going to hit me up and see if we could work a deal on it. And I'm kind of leaning towards putting that 440 in that 69 Roadrunner. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. But as right now, it's, you know, it's out of the weather, but it's just sitting here. We're just staring at it on a daily, trying to get ideas of what we're gonna do. Right on, the 76 Ironhead Sportster's for sale. Send me a picture of it. Ray, let me look at it, man. Bradley's wrenching at Gmail. Yeah, 426 max. Yeah, for sure. The 413 that I'm supposed to be getting with the other drag car up in Virginia is supposed to be bored out to a 426. That's what I was told anyway. I don't know. We have to dig it out. If you guys go back and watch that video of me up at Ed Miller's, if you see his place and how crazy it is, just stacked with every awesome part you could ever think of, you could see that we're going to have our work cut out for us getting that engine out, because it's underneath. It's on a cart, but it's underneath a table out there, like a tool bench or something. And man, we have to make a path, and it's going to be a long day. Yeah, no doubt that 440 belongs in the Roadrunner. It does, man. I can't see, besides a Hemi motor going in there, I can't see myself putting anything else but a 440. A 440 is one of my all-time favorite engines, because they're just so stout out of the box. You know, I just enjoy a 440 all day. Any big block's just such a nice change. Even though the small blocks are snappy and they get down, no doubt. But just nice to have a big block, man. I do miss a 440. I haven't had one around here in a while. The 72 Satellite, the one we just grabbed, that's a 383 car. And spoiler alert, when I got it fired up, it sounds so good too, man. Just to hear a big block again, man, it raises the hair on the back of my neck, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Just like I said, just email me and just send me a couple pictures if you can on that Sportster. I don't remember where you're from, Ray, man, but it might be too far for me. I usually don't travel too far. I used to say I don't travel outside 100 miles, but I went to Virginia and I think that was 100 and I don't know, 140 or something like that. I don't know. So I can't say I don't travel past 100 miles, but that was a once in a lifetime opportunity, so I couldn't go wrong. I had to go. Well, Alan, yeah, a 440, trust me, the 440 is coming from my friend Dennis. That should be, we're just waiting, like I said, to dig that out of the back of a gentleman's shop that he has it stored at. A 426, bro, as you know, man, that's my dream. That's a dream motor right there. Although I do know where a few are at, but I'm Poor Boy's Garage, you know. You start getting into it, the Hemi game. I can't be called Poor Boy's Garage anymore, man. That's a whole other ball game there. That's for the big ballers. VA, I got you. Yeah, I got you. All right. What do you need parts for, Rich? My parts come and go, like it comes in waves. I'll have a mess of parts here, and then, you know, as soon as I put stuff on my FB group page, here I go getting texts and want people coming over here and grabbing parts fast, you know. But let me know what you need. Sometimes I have good connections as well. You know, I've been in the Mopar game for a little bit and in the car game for a while, so I do know a lot of people that have, if I don't have the part, 9 times out of 10, I have an idea of somebody who may have the part, so just email me is all I can say. Glass windows for his 57 Chevy. I got you, 57, alright. Yeah, new title, Rich Man's Garage. I'm almost wishing I didn't ever call myself Poor Boys because people see a lift back here, you know, and they're like, oh, Poor Boys. Never mind that I started out on the street with no garage. Then I moved to like a 10 by 10 shed. And then I finally was able to save up enough money to get a lift because I've always told myself, especially being in the Marine Corps for the last 20 years, my back has played its toll, you know, it took a toll on me, so I was like, I gotta get a lift. There's no way I'm getting on my back anymore for these cars. So we got a lift, and then I get in the comments, Poor Boy's Garage and you got a lift? Well, keep in mind, lifts aren't really that expensive anymore. The hardest thing with a lift is putting them up. Those things are heavy. DD's Speed Shop and Puddin's Fab Shop. I think we follow Puddin's Fab Shop. He's awesome. DD Speed Shop. Oh man, Richard, you ain't have to do that, bro. Man, you guys do that, you're gonna make me tear up here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Shout out. Hit me up on my email, man. I'll send you a few stickers. Yeah, no doubt. Just hit me up on my email, bradleyswrenching@gmail, and just send me your address, and I'll get you a few in the mail. Yeah, I know, One Man's Treasures, you don't like the intro, and believe me, I get more compliments on that intro, so I really don't want to cut the intro. Yeah, I know, right? In the snow too, man. It's rough, isn't it? Especially, I'm in my 40s, and it gets rougher all the time, believe me. The lift makes it, obviously, it makes it a whole ton easier to work on these things. But don't get me wrong, every once in a while I gotta get on my back, and then I tell myself, why am I doing this on my back when I got a lift? But sometimes you gotta push the car out and then pull it with my truck over to the lift side. So it's like, oh man, I'm screwed. I'd rather just jack it up and do it here. Pay for it tomorrow, you know? Well, anyway, don't forget about sticker shout out, because if you go on my, let's see, the YouTube channel, right? And you can see all the people I subscribe to on my channels. I forgot what topic that is, but if you guys send me a sticker and I haven't heard about you already, I like to subscribe to you guys as well, because I'm all about being the small time guy. Started out small time, and I like looking at or watching the garages that are small time as well. You know, we're all in this together. We're all just trying to make the best we can with, you know, these hot rods and keeping it on low budget, because we're all doing this out of pocket. You know. So don't forget about sticker shout out. I will post it. We try to do fan mail. Whenever the fan mail adds up, I got a couple pieces I'm going to do today. But whenever it adds up, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. And I'll do sticker shout out and get you on the 68 Dodge Charger quarter panel. And give you guys a shout out as well. Nice. Yeah, right on. Ah, just looking out for my channel, 1 million subs. Oh man, like I said, we never thought we'd get 20,000 subs, let alone 1 million. That's a good goal to have, though, no doubt about it. All we could do is, you know, we try to do it because I'm passionate about cars, and I'm passionate about rescuing cars. So if we make 1 million subs, then that's awesome. But all I try to do is just get you guys cool content. You know, that's what I really want to do. And get the young kids and the young daughters and young men into the shops, because everybody's so hung up on gaming and sitting behind the computer. I want to get everybody, I'm trying to get kids back in the garages hands-on. That was my ultimate goal when I first started this, getting kids in the shop, because this is something that we're losing, you know. We're losing this trade. We're losing the hands-on young kids. And that's how I started. Now it's just kind of domino effecting and kind of blowing up a little bit. So that was how I started what I wanted to do. Everybody wants to be VGG, man. Of course. I mean, he earned it, man. I mean, do you know how hard it is to drive some of those cars that he drives 600 miles and they're beat? I mean, that dude put in some work, man. That is more power to him. My back hurts just thinking about watching it, because we subscribe to him too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's the tip of the spear, right? So yeah, no doubt. But he put in the work for it, and when you put in the work, you're gonna eventually get that 1 million subs, man. No doubt. Yeah, thanks, One Man's Treasures. I realize it now. Right on, Richard. 22 years, 22 days. Retired Army. Right on, man. One vet to another. That's awesome. I'm so blessed to have served, man. I don't know where I've been if I didn't serve in the Marine Corps, man. It was the best, probably the best and worst 20 years of my life. But, man, it makes me appreciate so much more, especially, especially here. I wish my daughter was into it. She's more into making TikTok videos and stuff like that. But she does run my Instagram. I think I've told you that a few times. But she's not out here wrenching or anything like that, She may ride in a couple of the cars we've had before, but she's not into it as much as I would have liked her to be into these old cars like I am, but that's all right. At least she's playing a part. She's playing a part, seeing what I'm doing out here, and she's involved in the Instagram side of it. Still not wrenching on cars, but she's still involved as a family, and I'm blessed for that, no doubt about it. So I appreciate everything she does for sure. Yeah, right on. Just keep up with it. Keep it 01. Yeah, right on, man. 15 years old. That's the perfect age too. And once it gets in their blood, once that oil gets in their blood, there's no turning back, right? No turning back now. All right, Richard. Yeah, I got you. An email. Thanks again. Yep. Yeah, I'll get it out to you ASAP. I appreciate it once again. So I was just wondering, I got some topics I wanted to discuss with you. What are some of the channels you guys watch? Because like I said, I like to see some of the things you guys are watching, as well as obviously the heavy hitters. You always got VGG, you got Dylan McCool. Those guys are both tip of the spear. But I like some of the smaller guys as well, and I enjoy watching them. So hit me up, let me know some of the guys you guys are watching, and I like to try to at least see what they're doing. Stay up with the car game a little bit. Yeah, no turning back now. Yeah, right on. I grew up in the Bay Area, so I see you're from California. One Man's Treasures, cool. Yep. 11 years old. My back told me at 50. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Physical, exercising every day, stretching, and I was in physical therapy, surgeries on the back, nerves burnt in my back because it was so bad, and I started going to acupuncture, and I'll tell you what, when the VA suggested acupuncture to me, and I was laughing. I'm like, acupuncture? Yeah, right. Man, that's been a miracle for me. But not to mention great diet. Like I said, Jay and I are at the gym every evening and doing my stretches. So if you guys do your stretches, I know it sucks, but that's what helps me keep going every day and able to still work on these cars, stuff like that. So just throwing it out there. Pole barn garage. Mortsky and Puddin'. All right. I'm going to try that pole barn garage, no doubt. BW garage, okay. Right on. Eric, the car guy, of course. Fuel injection sucks. Joe's Auto Electric and some of the smaller channels, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Another thing I want to ask you, you fans, because I get a lot of people that are way better than me at cars. And there's some heavy hitters, you guys, especially some of the like the older guys, man. You guys are heavy hitters, and you guys want to get into making videos. I was going to tell you about some of the equipment we use too. You know, everybody starts off on the phone, and that's great. But when you start getting into the editing software side of the house, that's more or less why I tell people, you know, make sure you buy yourself a decent laptop. I use the MacBook Pro because the processor speed and the hard drive speed, man, is just, it'll keep up with these videos. These videos, you can't, when you just go buy a Dell out of Walmart, they don't roll as fast as some of these higher end computers. So that was one of the things that I had to invest in first to start making these videos. Then from there I went to, got off the phones and went to GoPros, got 2 GoPros. And then after the GoPros, I went with, which I still use the GoPros, they work out awesome. But I went to a Canon 90D, I think is what we got. And I'm still learning that thing. There's a lot of settings on that. So those are just some of the things. And if you email me, if you ask, have any questions, because nobody taught me how to do videos. Nobody taught me how to do editing or anything like that. I had to learn everything on my own, and I didn't even know like how many subscribers you needed, all that kind of stuff to be in the YouTube game. So let me know if you guys have it, because I know a lot of you guys want to do YouTube, and believe me, it is the most I don't know, it is an awesome job, but you are going to put some time in, no doubt. Yeah, 6-year-old, yep. Yeah, the laptop is sweet. I paid to play though, believe me. But it was worth it. Michigan Muscle Car Garage. I'll have to check him out. Now, are these guys doing like Mopar? Are they doing a lot of Chevy, Ford? Euro cars, you know, what kind of stuff are they doing? What's up, Gus? Right on. So YouTube, yeah, we make a little bit of money on YouTube. You can't start monetizing your videos until after 1,000 subscribers. So once you hit 1,000, then you put in that you want to start monetizing, and then YouTube will look at your videos and make sure your content is okay, I guess, whatever their standards are. And then when the ads start hitting, that's when you're making a little bit of money. I've told, and I'm not really that great with it, but if you watch the ads, that's when, you know, the YouTube channel will make a little bit of money. If you skip through the ads, they're not making as much money. Don't quote me on that, guys. It's just kind of what I was reading and stuff. So yeah, after 1,000 subscribers is when you can start monetizing. It is a job though. You'll get $10.99 for it. Don't get me wrong. It's not all free. So just keep that in mind for tax time. They will send you one. It's like self-employed. I think that's what it is. Anyway. Right on. Thanks, Johnny Mopar. Appreciate it. Fuel injection sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm not saying it's awesome as well, but I did hear them snipers, man, them Holly snipers that a lot of people are using. I heard they're pretty good. I haven't tried any yet because they're dang expensive. I think they're almost like $1,600. But one day I want to try one just to see for myself if they're bad to the bone, because I hear nothing but great things about them. Old man in the shop, what's going on, my man? How's that tank doing? I've been watching your makeshift tank you did the other day. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, BW Garage 55 Chevy Gasser in the 70 something. I don't know if you guys follow 4-Speed Films. He's a young kid out of SoCal area. and he does awesome videos, man. He give him a shout out, man. He does his videos are just like they're perfect. I watch them just to see how he's shooting his vids. But anyway, he just did a 55 gasser. It wasn't his though. He does a lot of like other people's cars, which I can appreciate that as well. And he did just recently a green 55 gasser that was probably one of his buddies or something. That thing was so bad. Had a 454 board to something crazy, and then like a 5-speed trans. It was set up straight gasser. I mean, I appreciate the heck out of a gasser. I've always wanted one. And I love the way they sit. I love a 55 Chevy, no doubt. They are bad. I've been on YouTube, Johnny Mopar, I've been on YouTube just a year. So, took about a year to get 21. I think we got 21,000 subs. So, it went quick though after. It kind of goes like, you'll hit real hard after a video, and then this is from our experience, and then it just like plateaus, and then you'll put out another video and it hit hard again, and then it plateaus. Well, I think when we got to about, I used to say in my videos, like I said, I'll do a live video when we hit 20,000 subs, not thinking I'm ever going to hit 20,000 subs ever. And now look at us, we're doing a live video and we got 20,000 subs. So after like 15,000 to right around 17,000 subscribers, I feel like the video or the subs just started like just going crazy. So I don't know, that's it in a nutshell, basically. Yeah, right on, Dunk Tank. Turned out great. It looked like it cleaned that old man shop built, not bought. Old man in the shop built, not bought. Check him out. He's a local guy as well. He's always doing cool stuff, and he's definitely like us on a poor boy's budget. And he just did his own dunk tank to clean an engine block. So it turned out real good. I've been watching him right on. Do you watch Jonathan W's channel? No, I don't. Is that a car channel? And I apologize if I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything. Is that Jonathan W's channel? I don't think I do, man. Hello from Southeast Iowa. You guys gotta be getting some cold weather. Oh, he does everything. I got you. Right on. Obviously, Richard, the favorite car we rescued. Man, there's just so many. I mean, obviously the Hemi Roadster was just such a special car because you just don't find them. The Super B, the red Super B, like in the intro video, that was a special car. That car kicked our butt getting it running and driving for some reason. I do not know to this day why that thing wanted to be such a pain. I'm not sure if the cam in it was just so big that it was just too much cam for that car, but that thing whooped my butt, whooped a lot of my friends over here that came over and helped out on it. And then every time you think you got that car licked, like, oh, let's take it for a ride, it's ready, something else would go wrong. As far as that being one of my more special cars, that was after we finally did get it dialed in. So, my boat car. But I'm not going to lie, we had a bad little bone Ford Fairlane in here, a 66. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, Ford. But it was a 6-cylinder car, and it was before I was doing a lot of videos. And we ended up dropping a big block 390 in it with a 4-speed that Dan Miller, he's up there in the mountains of North Carolina. He's an old 4-speed top loader builder. It's all he deals with is 4-speed top loaders. Anyway, he built it for me. I sent him a crappy old 4-speed top loader, and he sent me one that was all nice and pretty, and had 355 posi in it, and that thing would get down. It was baby Carolina blue, and it was a club coupe. So when you think of a Ford Fairlane, you think of like the fastback. This was the club coupe, so it had the sedan style. And drag racers used to love those because they don't twist. You know, so that was one of the a special car we had around here as well. But man, we had so many good ones. But you know, as far as like real special cars that really get down, I think those were my 3 top ones. Hey, what's up, David? Oh yeah, 16 inches, huh? Man, that's a lot of snow. Yeah, right on. Well, anyway, let's do, you know, we can sit here and do questions. I don't mind taking a few questions from you guys, but I want to do this fan mail because we've had this fan mail for about 3 weeks now. So I just want to do one for you guys. Don't forget, if you want to send us anything, there's a P.O. box, and most of the videos I do in the description underneath the videos, my P.O. boxes. I don't know it off the top of my head. But anyway, this one's from Plush Bat Fan over in Gilbert, Arizona. So I want to open up. I think we got 2 fan mails today. We can check those out and see what's up. But yeah, we do fan mail, like I said, sticker shout out. What I've been doing lately is badges. So instead of doing stickers all the time, a lot of you guys have the badges that sit in the corner and in boxes in your stashes out in your shops. I'm trying to start doing badges now, and I don't mind doing, you know, just because I'm Mopar obviously a lot, but I don't mind doing Ford, Chevy. I'll find something to put those on as well. So if you guys want to send any badges and send me a little, you know, something about your garage or some of the cars you were working on, I don't have a problem. I'll post them up too. Right on. So we got a coin here. This is from Big Dream Productions plus Bat Fan. This is the first fan mail package from Dream Big Productions plus Bat Fan. Instead of this package is, inside this package is a rare vintage Japanese gaming machine slot token for yours to keep as a souvenir. I'll definitely post it up. We have been collecting plush bats for over 7 years, hence our YouTube username is Plush Bat Fan. We have a total of 4 prize pedestal color fruit bats for our plush bat collection. Right on. Have a wonderful new year. Dream Big Productions, Plush Bat Fan. Right on, man. I appreciate it, and I will definitely post your coin up on the quarter panel for sure. And this, we got a box, and we got this probably a month ago, and I'm finally just kind of opening it now. I already gave it a peek, but I didn't really pull nothing out. But this is from Tom and Pam over in Pierce, Colorado. So thank you, Tom and Pam. I really appreciate it. And the first thing I seen without like taking it out, but I seen this logo, and I was like, no way, I don't even have my own shirts. And they were kind enough and took time out of their day to make us a Poor Boys Garage shirt. So I really appreciate that, guys. I mean, I feel so blessed that you would take the time to do that, and I didn't even do that for us. So thank you very much. We'll definitely be wearing these. We'll put these over here. And man, you guys outdid yourself on this. So we got some old school Mopar mags. Oh no, old school hot rod mags. Right on. And these look like they're from 1980. So cool. And we got a, man, I'm so glad you sent me this Mopar catalog. I gave away my year 1 to my buddy, and I called year 1 up and I said, can you guys just send me a new catalog, because they're just good for reference, you know? And of course they told me they don't make Mopar catalogs anymore, so whatever. Alright, we got some stickers for the sticker shout out. Right on. That is a lot of stickers, and you guys are sending me them vintage ones, I think, which I always get real hesitant on putting those vintage ones on the quarter panel, but if you guys want me to do it, I'll put them up there. And then we got a I don't know this box here. Brad Lou Diamond. Oh yeah, right on. I bought this pump for my 318 Ron year for me, so the first person I thought about. The stickers I've had for a long time. Right on. Enjoy, my brother from another mother. All right, right on, man. And you know, water pump. I will always use a water pump, so I really appreciate it. And this is an aluminum one too, so I am very thankful that you sent me this. This saves me about you know, a little bit of change. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support. Yeah, thanks for liking the fan mail videos. We try to give you guys a shout out too, you know, as much as we can. What was the worst car? You guys are setting me up for that one. The worst car, didn't I say it now? I don't know if I was a big fan of that Volvo I did with the blower on it, with the supercharger. I don't know. It was peppy, but I bought it just to challenge myself and see if I could get a blown 4-cylinder Volvo to fire up. Supercharger, whatever it was on there. I don't know. I'm not saying it was my worst car, but I wasn't really thrilled about that one. You guys can watch that video next time you're messing around. Nah, I didn't get the 440 for the Roadrunner yet, David. If you're talking about the yellow one, I'm still working on that. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, got some swag, right on. Yeah, so Rick, my email address is bradleyswrenching@gmail. And don't forget, if you look at or watch some of the videos on YouTube, if you hit the description below, I always say all my information is in the description box below, but that'll give you like P.O. box, emails, little bit about the videos or whatever. And so don't forget, just if you ever forget, just hit the description box below. That Volvo was cool. It was cool, man, but it was just, oh man. So that car was from New York, right? And man, we all know New York wreaks havoc on cars, especially that salt. And literally the frame rails were eating out in that thing. I was almost scared to get under it on the lift. I was like, holy crap, man. But it had a 5-speed Tremec trans in it, and the engine was all pumped up as far as you know, a 4-cylinder could be. A builder, I forgot the name of the builder. There's some people that actually knew who he was, but he's some guy out of, I think, New York built that engine. But anyway, another one. Life happened. The gentleman I grabbed it from had that engine all put in, parked that car under a carport for like 14 years, and then couldn't get it to run anymore. So I was on, I think, Craigslist, and looking over in Wilmington, which is about an hour and 45 minutes from here, and it had that Volvo on there, 1800E. And I'm like, with a supercharger on it? Shit, I gotta look at this. And I ended up grabbing it up, and like I said, it was peppy, it was cool, but the car was roasted. But anyway, that car ended up going to a Volvo guy over in, where was he from, man? Indiana or something? He just dealt Volvos, like he collected Volvos. And he knew the car was roasted too when he seen it. He was like, oh man, it is bad. I said, I told you it was bad. But I think he wanted the engine in the little supercharger for another Volvo he had that was a real nice Volvo. So that's what happened there. What's up, Big Bob K, 1963? What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Out of Order Garage? What's up, man? Yeah, I know. It's supercharged, right? That's the same thing I said. Supercharged? Sure enough, it was about a $300 or 300. It was like a $3,000, $3,500 supercharger they had on that little thing, and I can't remember what the problem was with it. I really didn't feel like it was that hard to start, even though it hasn't started for like 14 years or something. I can't remember what it was now, but it fired off pretty good. Oh, the MSD ignition box was giving problems. I remember that, and I ended up putting a different MSD box that I had on the shelf, and then I really didn't have no issues with it too much anymore. And the throwout bearing was screaming in that car, which the guy I bought it from actually told me he remembers the throwout bearing screaming, and I'm like, yeah, it'll work as long as I can shift gears. So. The motors in. So, which cars you talking about? Bri, the bike guy. What two motors are in your two new projects? Which ones? If you're talking about the satellite, the one we got off the corner that I'm working on for your guys' new video, that's a big block 383. My purple 74 satellite is one that we're kicking around, bringing to the No Name Nationals. That's got a 360 in it, a pumped up little 360. And obviously my 69. Roadrunner has 0. I don't know, it's just a roller. The 383 and the satellite, a nasty 383. They were drag racing that motor back in the days, and you'll see when you watch that video, it's a nasty motor. I can tell she's hot. Right on, Alan. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming out. What charger are you talking about? You said satellite and charger. What charger? We've had about 20 chargers come through here, and that's everywhere from 67 all the way to 74. I think I've had 20 of them through here. A lot of them are roasted though. I pull a lot of cars out of the woods. A lot of those cars, that was before I was doing videos too, so. The 383 and the Roadrunner. Ruben, what's up, man? Muscle City Madness, check them guys out. He's got a sick 69 Roadrunner. He's always doing live videos and working on. That thing's awesome. How did the trans come out? I didn't get to see that video. I'm hoping it came out good, man. Favorite year of the Charger, man? 71s grew on me. I know those aren't the best ones that people like, but I'm just, these 68 through 70s, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't want that, right? We've had a bunch of them here. But it's like, man, why are they're just, because of the Dukes of Hazzard and all, they're just going through the roof, man. I mean, you're talking roasted ones that frame rails are falling out and people want, 10 grand. I'm exaggerating. Which is fine, that's cool, but I just can't believe those are the dream car, and, I guess they are cool, but I do like 71s. I think that whole body style is awesome. And but I think if I were to pick the infamous 68 through 70 that everybody loves and gives their newborn children for, the 69 probably. And don't get me wrong, the 68 and the black Bullet car is awesome. The RT Charger, everybody loves that. But in my pickings, we've had a lot of 68s come through here. but I feel like I don't find a lot of 69s. You know, I just feel like that's the one that's hard to find. I've had a few 70s in here too, but that 69, it's like, man, that's a tough cookie to find those. All right, on. So it did work. Okay. Yeah, check out Muscle City Madness if you guys want to check out somebody who's always, you know, having a great time and has some sick cars, the Challenger and the Roadrunner. Check him out, man. That's awesome. And I'm hoping to see you at the No Name Nationals. I know you're gonna be there. I'm just hoping I make it. I did pre-register, but we'll see what happens, man. You looked at getting a 68, huh? What was up with the 68? Was it big block? Console shift, automatic, column shift, I mean, what was the story on it? Yeah, Two Hacks Garage. Which Roadrunner are you talking about? You talking about mine or Ruben's at Muscle City Madness? Roached. Yeah. But you're in Arizona, right? Your cars out there should do a lot better than what they're doing out here in North Carolina. Because here they're just, the humidity is just killing me on cars. When I pull them out of the woods or whatever, it's always the frame rails, man. That humidity just comes up through the ground, man. It just eats up these Mopar. Any of these cars, actually, especially the ones I pull. Yeah, I know, David, but you got to remember, back in the days, you couldn't even give away a Charger, and now just everybody wants one, and they're getting to be so hard to find. But yeah, I know they ruined them. They ruined a lot of them. Oh yeah, Ruben's. Yeah, Two Hacks Garage. Yeah, Ruben's Roadrunner 69 is bad, no doubt. No doubt. There's I've been trying to get my hands on a 69 GTX 4-speed car, big block 440 track pack car here in the area. And I had a chance to buy it for 12 grand about, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. And I didn't have 12 grand. I had like 8 in my pocket. And the gentleman's like, hey, Brad, I'll sell you this car for 12. And I said, well, I got 8. And I wasn't even trying to be a negotiator or disrespectful. That's all I had in my pocket. And he's like, nah, I don't want to sell it. And I'm like, man. So, a year or two goes by, I finally got some cash. And I hit him up and I said, hey man, you ready to sell that GTX for 12 grand? He goes, no, I want 19 now. And I'm like, well, I'm not a player no more. But I had a chance to grab one at one time. I messed that up. I should have called my bank or somebody, man. Be like, hey, I need 12 grand real quick. Right on, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you supporting us. Yeah, I'm so blessed to have you guys as fans, man, and that really enjoy what I enjoy and what Jaden enjoys. I'm grateful. Like I said, I said it like 3 times, and I'll say it again. I never thought in a million years that I would get this far, and especially on YouTube, because YouTube. You put in, like I said, you put in some work, man. It's rewarding, but you will work. And I just kind of thought, oh, I'll try it. And Jaden was like, do YouTube videos, Dad. I'm like, nobody's going to like this stuff, you know. Nobody's going to like what we do. And sure enough, man, it just domino affected. And we're at 20. I think we're a little bit over 20 now. So, yeah, you guys doing videos, man. Just keep making good content. That's all I can say. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I wish I could say there was. There isn't. Hey, what's up, Danny from Chattanooga? Appreciate you coming. Yeah, bud, no doubt, man. Nice black one, huh? In Tacoma. A Roadrunner, I'm saying, or a Charger? A Duster. Now, Dusters they're pretty easy to find right now. Dusters and Darts seem to be plentiful. Now you start getting into H code 340, 4-speed Dusters, you know, obviously those are going to be tougher to find. I think I've found more Dodge Chargers than I have Demons. Demons are tough. That is a tough cookie. They're popping up here and there, but I do not find those very often. If I even found, I think I have found like 1 or 2, 3 maybe. But, you know, Dusters and Darts, they seem to be, you know, those A bodies, they seem to be pretty plentiful right now, in my opinion, or on the East Coast side looking for cars. Yeah, no salt. Yeah, I know. Well, there's no salt here either, man. It's just this tropical climate. Just eats up a lot of the cars we're pulling. So I'm working on, not to change the subject, but I'm working on so here, a 55 Chevy that's pushed in the woods, old drag car, and right next to it is a Chevelle. And we're working on those two, and we popped the hood on it. The gentleman was there who owned it. And, well, it was actually his father-in-law passed away, and he pushed him back in the woods. And the Chevelle, to our surprise, the car was roasted, but it was a real 69 SS Chevelle. I mean, it was bad. But we popped the hood, and the 396 big block's still in it. I was like, what? And, but the cars are caught up in litigations right now, so... You know, when somebody passes away, unfortunately, you get family members that are, you know, after different things. And they're not even after the cars. We're more or less after, like, the property or different stuff in the possessions that the gentleman had. But, so we went over there, and he's like, yeah, I'll sell them, but we got to wait till all the litigations are done. So that would be an awesome snatch video. Because I do enjoy doing, obviously, running and driving is what I really love. But, you know, I love doing the snatch videos out of the woods too, man. Some of you guys enjoy that too. Like that Nova, the wagon we didn't get it running, driving, completely locked up. That video did so good, man, and it was just a snatch video. That's all it was. Where do I find all the cars? Dylan? I'm sorry. Okay, so where do I find all the cars? So, let's see. So here in North Carolina, I think in one of my videos I said it, these cars are plentiful. And I'm not saying I could just find Mopar B-bodies all day and Chargers. You know, those come in waves for me. But old cars out here, man, all you got to do is just drive around some of the backwoods or back roads. They're all over, man. All over. Chevys, Fords. Like I said, Mopar, you know, I do find them, but not all the time. But that's a lot of times where I find them. And then, of course, I'm always hunting, like you guys do. You know, I get up early and I hunt Marketplace and stuff like that. Sometimes word of mouth. I love the word of mouth deals. You know, I get a call every once in a while, and people ask me, you know, or tell me there's a car over here and it's for sale or whatever. Don't really get those all the time, but a lot of times I just do a lot of, I call it like door knocking. Like if I see an old car that's rotting away, I'll knock on the door. And 9 times out of 10, it's not even for sale. But I do love talking to the people and finding out the history of like, how did that car get from bad ass to back there in the woods? I mean, how? Like, what's the story? Tell me how that happened. And usually it's somebody passed away or it was like a relative's car. And a lot of the people they're so sentimental. The cars mean so much to them because if they can wake up every day and just see the car, it doesn't matter how it's going to crap or the condition in it. You know, like guys like you and me, we're over there cringing like, oh, we can make it something again. But, you know, as long as they see the car every day. So a lot of times they aren't for sale. But hey, every once in a while I'll knock and I'll start talking to somebody about the car and it will be for sale, you know. So it all depends, man. It's all different. Yeah. Florida sinking in the sand. Yeah, no doubt. Two Hacks Garage. I've been chasing a 70 TA Challenger for 20 years. White 4-speed car. It's been sitting in a barn for decades. Somewhat rough, but absolutely completely down to the side mount exhaust. That's a tough cookie there, man. A 70 TA. You may be able to hit them one day and get it. Yeah. Ruben, yeah, the 72 Charger. I found my first random backyard car, 72 Charger. I'll tell you what, we find a lot of cars, as you guys know, but there's nothing that gets my heart pounding more than seeing like a 68 through like 73 Charger, man, or 72 right in there. Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, thanks, Cody. Yeah, thank you for those kind words, man. Like I said, I never thought in a million years I'd hit 20K. Oh, man. Alright, so Two Hacks Garage. There's a service station by me, 69 Corvette RT. Been seating in the back since I was a kid. Hemi 4-speed car, no crap. Does it still have the Hemi in it? I'll tell you what, that's one car I have not found is a real 426 that I could buy, right? You've seen my story where, you know, my guys I know, the junkers that got the 426 still in it. But like, I'm talking out in the woods or behind somebody's garage where you actually pop the hood and you see a 426 and it's for sale. I haven't even found a J-code Charger, a real deal, ever. Everything is like 440 or 383 is like the best I've ever found. Yeah, big bucks, of course. Super Beetle 73, right on. Those are plentiful out here too, man. Not being from California, we used to see them all the time, and a lot of my friends used to drive them. But out here, I find Super Beetles quite often. Now, I'm trying to find anything from like 65 back or a split window bug, and believe me, if I find one, it'll be getting pulled onto the trailer if it's for sale, or an oval window. But I usually don't find anything like that. Now, buses, I know where quite a few buses are, but a lot of them are like Wistivias and stuff. Nothing really old, or like the 25 window. Haven't found any of those. The engine and trans are out. It don't matter. It's still a big money car, even though it's missing the motor and trans. Just that VIN alone, you guys know that. If it's J-code VIN, I think is what it may be on that car. Not sure, but Yeah, it's still big money. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, man. We had Rich. We had I've had a lot of Ford trucks. I was stationed up in D.C. before we came back here to New Bern, North Carolina, and then I retired out of New Bern. But I had quite a few Ford trucks, like the 65, 66. I had some gnarly ones too, 4-speed trucks, and short bed, of course, 68s. And don't get me wrong, man, I appreciate the crap out of those, as well as one of my bad boy cars. I was saying at the beginning of the video, we had a bad to the bone Ford Fairlane in here. I have a lot of pictures up on Facebook, I think, of it, but it was Carolina blue, and it was a club, it was a sedan, but it was a, man, I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, it wasn't the fastback, it was a sedan, but 4-speed, big block 390, and 390 I pulled out of a 67 Galaxy, and it had 355 posi, and that thing would get down. Oh man, the big plans for the year is, I don't know, you know, just keep on waking up every day and just try to be happy with, you know, everything that you do and enjoy, and keep on pushing, you know, as far as your body will let you do it. Drink lots of water. I don't know, I just enjoy doing cars, man, and I do love the choppers too, so I have goals, you know, obviously goals bigger and a little bit better, and, you know, but as far as like big plans, you know, I just, you know, get up every day and try to get up early too, you know, and just keep on doing great videos for you guys the best I can, so. Alright. How many people we got on? Because I got to take an intermission.
45.
Alright, sorry guys. I had to take an intermission real quick. So, No Name Nationals, back to that again. John's putting that on. I think he's doing a live video here, February 4th is what I in to talk about. The dates got pushed. But we are kicking it around because I really want to meet everybody, you know. I really want to hang out with you guys and talk cars, because I can sit here and talk cars all day, man. Believe me. I see people's head rolling, or eyes rolling in the back of their head sometimes when I sit there and talk cars, because they're like, oh, here comes Brad. He's going to sit here and talk cars all day. I don't know, man. I just love it. But we're kicking around doing those No Name Nationals. Well, we're going to probably do it because I pre-registered. But my hang-up, and I think I was telling you guys already, my hang-up is what car am I going to bring? Because like I said, I got the purple Satellite with the 360 in it. I mean, that one's pretty much ready to go. I want to put a posi in it with some gears. You know, take out a little bit of weight out of the front. I still got the AC that's not doing nothing. Put some better brakes on it. When you hit the brakes, it goes like this, you know. And and I also want to show you guys the 69 Roadrunner, you know, the one we got. So, but I just don't want to bring a roller out there. You know, I want to bring something that has an engine and trans so I could, you know, fire it up for you, do whatever. But I just don't know because I don't have an engine for that car yet. So, I don't know. And then I'd also like to bring the 64 Savoy that we're supposed to be getting, but I don't think I'll be able to pull that off. I mean, we've still got plenty of time. But I see these guys are doing call-outs and all that stuff, and I'm like, Man, I hope nobody calls me out. I don't have a good car for that. I told John, the event coordinator, I said, you know, before I really knew what the No Name Nationals was, No Name Nationals, I'm a retard, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. No name, like me, no name. But anyway, I was like, look, I pull cars out of the woods. Are you sure you're gonna let me go down the track with some of the crap I grab? And he was more cool about it. He's like, you know, as long as, you know, it isn't leaking like crazy, you know. I'm like, oh, I totally understand that. So the only way I can race the Roadrunner is if I get a freaking motor for it. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't want to hype everybody up and say, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I have to be the, you know, the bearer of bad news and let everybody down and look like that guy. But right now, man, it's just a roller, so I just don't know yet. It's all I'm kind of relying on my buddy who has to get the engine, and then when he gets it, he'll sell it to me, and you know, we can slam it in there. So I just don't know. Yeah, right on, Rich. Doing what you love to do, man. That's what life's all about, ain't it? I think you'd roast me, Ruben, in your 69, man. That thing before I get down. I seen your intros and stuff. I mean, my satellite, the purple sass, what do I call that? The ratty satty. That car right there might, you know, do all right if I put some different gears in it. I mean, the 360's built. Whoever had that car built that motor, and then the car got parked, and then it, you know, got stuck. The motor was stuck forever. But that car might, you know, give you a little bit of a run for its money. I mean, it's peppy, you know. It isn't nothing crazy, but it's peppy. So yeah. Jaden in his truck. So he's about to get his license here in 3 days. I'm already a nervous wreck because he got that little RT truck that's pretty quick, actually. But I don't think we're gonna bring the truck. He'll definitely go though, because he wants to meet everybody as well. But I'm not. I'll only be able to trailer one car. My buddy Jeff, who you've seen a lot in a lot of the videos, he may bring a trailer. I'm not sure. He was talking about it. I may be able to call on him into bringing another car, so we have two. But definitely bringing one. Just don't know which one yet. I got a few options, so. Yeah, the Field Fund car, yeah. Hey, John, what's going on, man? We're just talking about No Name Nationals. Rich 220, no name like me, only having 63 subs. Just keep putting out great content, man. That's all I can say. There's no rhyme or reason to this stuff. I wish I could say, if you do this, you're gonna get, you know, 10,000. I don't know. It's just put out good content and really take pride into making the videos the best you can. You know, sometimes my music's a little rough. I know I get some crazy comments, but that's all I could say, man. And your subscriber level will go up a little bit. Push out your stickers too, like. You know, if you want to send me a sticker, I'll throw it up on the quarter panel for you. You know, I'll do anything I can. Yeah, I know, right? Your daughter got her license. I know, it is nerve-wracking, man. Especially because you remember what you were doing when you first got your license. I know what I was doing. Here's COVID happening. I had to break from work. Yeah, I hear you, Richard. Yeah, right on, John. We've seen that today up on the screen, and I'll definitely be on your live to hear the new updates on the No Name Nationals. And So I definitely seen it up there today. So for sure. That's what it's all about, man, having your buddies help you out. I have a lot of my buddies come over every once in a while, or quick phone calls when I get stuck on something. Because sometimes this stuff, you'll pull your hair out trying to figure out why something won't start. And then when it does start, you're like, why did that start? There's nothing I did different. I've been down that road before. Let me get a water. Yeah, Richard, yeah, you could always learn from your buddies. I'm blessed to have some heavy hitting hot rod buddies that come over here every once in a while. My buddy Brad, I think in one of the videos, I can't remember what car it was, I think the Sassy Grass Green Roadrunner. He's got blower cars, man, all Chevy. Big block 454 blow, like every car he's got's got a blower. So I could hear him coming from 2 miles down the road. And I'm just blessed when he comes over because he's so knowledgeable on motors and stuff like that. He'll start blowing my mind with his knowledge, and I can only take so much, and I'm like, I'm already done. You're racking my brain, but I've learned so much from just having buddies come over that are real knowledgeable as well. Yeah. Yeah, your dad. Your dad. Oh, man. Looking for Waldo. Send me one of your stickers, John. I'll put it up. Give me a big no-name national sticker. I'll put it up on the quarter panel. Oh, I appreciate it, Randall. 360s are good. Man, they're good. Well, 318s, man. I don't know if you guys seen me on the A Little Dirt Don't Hurt, that 72 satellite with the 318. Oh my gosh. Them 318s, man, they could take a beating. Whenever I see a car with a 318 in it, I'm like, well, I know I'll get this thing started because they just run forever. They remind me of like the 6 cylinders, man. You can shoot them, and as long as you got oil, a little bit of oil, and you probably run them without a little bit of oil, and they'll still just go forever. 318, 360, man, there's great motors. $350Z versus $370Z. All right. Yeah, no doubt. 318s, man. I say it all the time. People laugh at me. It's almost like if I find a car that's in the woods and I pop the hood and, not saying 9 times out of 10, but usually, G code 318 car. It's almost like, well, there's no challenge here because I know it's gonna start, because they're just so good, man. Yeah, 318 is the boss. Yeah, no doubt. I do like a 340 though. I think I've had 2 of them here, maybe 3. I can't remember. Not a lot. Right on, Rich. Yep, definitely. Most definitely. Does it? 360 runs hotter? I know they're more plentiful. My only gripe about Mopar, man, I don't know. Not enough Skittle colors. I do love, man, Mopar, man, the colors that they, crazy vibrant colors that they have is, and here, I don't know how some in your guys' area, but here, there's not, like, if you go to a car show, you know, a local car show or whatever, there isn't a lot of Mopar that show up. So when somebody sees one, their eyes light up. You know, when I was driving that Super Bee around, that 71, man, people's eyes just lit up because you just don't see too many Mopar. And I think that's what makes it special for me. And like I said, I just don't know if it's just this area. You know, you maybe go to California or whatever, and it's full of Mopar. But here, you know, it's a lot of Chevy, of course, GMC, you know, same thing. But Ford, you know, you always get your amount of Fords and stuff like that with the Mustangs, and that's great. But you just do not see a lot of Mopar, so that's what I think I enjoy. They're just so unique. Yeah, the 413. We'll see when I get that engine. That's coming with that drag car here in 2 weeks up at Ed Miller's, and I'll take another video. Ed Miller's place. That's where we got the Roadrunner. You know, the yellow Roadrunner. I apologize. That video kind of sucked because it was so dark in those the barn and the shop that I couldn't get good footage with the camera there. And outside, yeah, that looked great. But inside, where those Hemi cars were, I'm going to bring a spotlight next time, and I'll do another video of that place. But we're going to do another video of that 64 Savoy getting yanked out anyway, so you guys can see it. But I'll try to be better on that one. Because that video hit so hard, which I knew it would, because, you know, it's kind of a cool 69 Roadrunner with the big Roadrunner on the side, really unique find. But I just had no idea that it was going to be so tough to get good video footage inside there. I just didn't think that, I just thought, oh, it'd be lit up like anywhere else. Wrong. So anyway, we're getting that 413 with the car. But I don't know if I want to put that in the Roadrunner. I kind of want to keep that with the drag car. Or the Savoy. I keep saying the drag car. But you need a friend, huh, Rich? Yeah, we all need a friend. Oh, really? That's your first 69 Roadrunner? Was the one you bought? No way. I thought for sure you were playing the Mopar game for a while because you got the Challenger. I was just thinking, you know, you've had a few in your day. I didn't. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. You got one of the baddest cars out there, right off the bat too. They're one of the most respectable cars ever, the '69 Roadrunner. Honda over Ford, cool. Yeah, here we go, 360, man. Yeah, you start saying head gasket, put your seatbelt on. I'll tell you what, I follow the market all the time, Richard, and it shot through the roof. about the last two months, 3 months, like untouchable prices. Now I'm seeing it go back a little bit, but it's still not back where it was. So I tell a lot of my friends everything went up about 3 or 4 grand. So your average Dodge Dart, let's just say that was about 3,500, now is in the sevens. So your average Roadrunners, which were going, these are just like driver cars, nothing, we're not talking pristine, we're talking poor boys garage style cars. Like a Roadrunner B-body 68, 69 was like 8 right in there, now you're looking at 12. So I think a lot of the, the cars that are in the poor boys garage range, or what you guys enjoy as well, are 3 to 4. As far as them going all the way back to where they were, a year ago, I don't know, man. That's where the negotiations come in, I guess. So, trust me, but I'm watching the market all the time. Out of order garage. So I was talking about this earlier. My equipment I use was I was using camera phones, right? Because everybody starts off on that. And then I went to the GoPro. So I went to the GoPro Max, which is widescreen, which I love that GoPro, but the problem is you can't mic it up. And when I first started, a lot of you guys who've been following me, I know my volume was horrible. So I used to get dinged on that all the time. So I finally was like, well, I got to figure out on what mics to use. So then I went to the Rode mics, right? Lapel mic, wireless. So you have a little box in your pocket, and then there's a little white box that rides on whatever piece of equipment you're using. And so then I went to the GoPro the GoPro Hero 9. Which I love that one too, but I already cracked the screen off the chopper. When I was making a chopper video for you guys, I dropped it on the road, cracked the screen. Still works though. So I got those two, which I use all the time, but now I kind of stepped my game up a little bit, trying to be more professional. And I buckled down and bought a Canon camera, in which I do enjoy the Canon because I can shoot in 4K, but the little cards that come with the Canon, when you shoot in 4K, the 68 or 60 gig card goes in a half hour. So I'm sitting there trying to shoot a video, and you know how fast a video goes in a half hour, man, especially if you're trying to talk or wrench on something. I had to data dump my card, then bring it back out to the shop, shoot another half hour, data dump my card. So I finally just went up to Target the other day and bought like a, 2-something gig. So hopefully I got more than an hour now. But what I do love, I still do use my GoPros because I can mount them in the car. So I got 3 shots. I got a GoPro in the car, a GoPro on the side, or somebody, one of my buddies is holding it, and then I got my Canon now, so I'm using 3. So that's about what I use. But the phones seem to do pretty good too, so. My channel could be better. Well, I'm always trying to get better, Joey. I appreciate it, though. Every day I wake up saying, how can I do better? Trust me. What's up, Big Richard's World? Yeah, I love a Pontiac too. I mean, you remember the Grand Prix I just did not too long ago. I pulled that out of a carport. The Marines, a young Marine had it. I said it all in the video. He had it all torn apart. He broke the thermostat housing bolt, and then they tried drilling it out, and they couldn't get it. So in that video, you see me, I weld a bolt right to the broken stud, and with that heat, man, you could back them right out. Well, what they did, because they were young, is they tried drilling it, didn't work, so they took the whole intake manifold off, and they were going to bring it to a machine shop and have it extracted. Well, Marine Corps, man, especially when you're young, they work you, and you don't have time to do nothing because you're constantly working. So the intake manifold went right in the trunk, and that was the end of that car. They put a tarp over it, and it sat in that carport for about 3-5 months or whatever. So then I got it and put it all back together. But basically, short story long is, Pontiac, GTO especially, that's one car I haven't had in here. And yeah, they're cool, no doubt. Yeah, I appreciate it, Ruben. Right on, man. Thanks for the support. The Pontiac went to Texas. Yep. What did I get? An email? I got a comment. Somebody, and I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody watched that video and knew that car and said they used to take that thing to the disco back in the 80s. And they knew, I think it was true because he named the gentleman who used to own that car. And I had a lot of old paperwork, and I always like to go through the paperwork and see the history on them. And I could have sworn the guy who said that story on that 72 Pontiac Grand Prix named the gentleman who owned that car, so I knew it was a true story. But they said they drove that car from like North Carolina all the way to Washington, Seattle, Washington, or don't quote me on that, but it was somewhere far, and they used to take it to the disco on Friday nights and stuff. Yeah, it was cool. It was a sweet ride. That thing was cool, man. That hood went for days. It was black on black on black, which is, I mean, how gangster is that? It was clean, except for the dent in the side. It slipped off the jack or something, and somebody buckled the door in the quarter pan and the fender. But other than that, man, the underneath was beautiful. The interior, I mean, it was nice. It needed a little bit of love, but it was just a sweet cruiser, man. I mean, it wasn't no hot rod. It was just a bad to the bone cruiser for sure. So. Yeah, so anyway, that was about it. Yeah, so the CUDA I found, if you watch my story, Ruben, the CUDA I found, I gave away a CUDA. I think I told you that. It was in the woods, man, and my buddy, I told him if he helps me pull like 7 cars that I'll give him the CUDA. Because he was out there for 7 days on a tractor yanking cars out for me, and that was his dream car, and it was rough. I was like, you can have the CUDA. He was like, oh man, you're gonna give me the CUDA? I said, yeah, I'll give you the CUDA. It was a 70. And then the 2 gentlemen that I bought all them cars from, they had a CUDA in the garage with a Hemi in it. Not for sale, you ain't getting that one. And then I pulled 2. I've had about 4 Challengers come through the shop. So one was a GS code Challenger too, a 70 Hemi. It was Hemi orange. It was a 383 4-speed car, but it was a roller when I got it. That was a special car. I should have kept that one, but back then I was just starting out with the Mopar, and I didn't have 25 grand to restore that, and that needed at least 25 grand, so I ended up punting it. And then I just did a Challenger for my buddy. We pulled one. He brought it over here. I had to put it all back together for him. I put a quarter on it. I didn't film it or nothing, but it was just a 318 Challenger. I think it was a 74. And also, some of my older videos, I do a junkyard video of, it's called the Mopar Junkyard, I think, or something like that. And that's an old timer buddy of mine. He's got a couple CUDAs in his junkyard. One's an H code. It's a 73, plumb crazy, but it's no motor, no trans. Frame rail's a little rough in it. But I'm like you, man. I like the round tail lights. And it's crazy how those were, what, the 73, 74s, whatever, with the round tail lights, and then everybody wants the 70, 71, 72s, and what, they got the square tail lights. I think I'm right on that. But yeah. Yeah, just check out, like, just scroll through the videos. You'll see, I don't remember, you'll see a Challenger, or it's a Cuda. And it's one of the junkyard videos I did. Dude has nothing but Mopar rotting away in the back of it. And he had a few Cudas. And then in the story mode, you see my story or whatever. That'll tell you the ones where I had the Challengers and all that crap. Yeah, so that's about it in a nutshell. As far as, you know, a lot of the cars and stuff like that we've had through here. I mean, unless you guys got any crazy questions of some of the other cars. I should do I was thinking about, when I didn't have a video, doing all the cars I've had and putting them all together. But sometimes, a lot of the cars too, they're just a lot of pictures. I do have a lot of videos, but some of my video footage, you know, it's older. So I don't have, you know, you guys would look at it and be like, man, what is this from, like 1997, you know? But a lot of my stuff's pictures. But I have all the pictures of a lot of my cars that I've had through here. Dust Devil Garage, man, right on, thank you. Yeah, 67 Chargers, Rich, are those are a hard car to restore, man. They're very pricey. Crane Brooks are cool. Dodge Corvette, yeah. That's a car you could touch right now for like $3,000, man. A Crane Brook, I see them. I'm not saying I see them all the time, but they're out there. I think there was one close to me. The guy wanted I don't know, like $2,000 for it. A Crane Brook. It was all original too, 2-door. Little what do they have on, 4 cylinders? It might have had 6. I don't remember. 3 on the tree. Yeah, thanks, Randall. I appreciate it, man. Randall Hub. Yeah, thanks for trying to build me up, man. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, that's right. Flathead 6, Rich. Yep. That's what that one had in it, a Flathead 6. I forgot about that. That was a while ago. I never did get the car. I think he wanted, I wanted like $2,000 for it. And I was like, well, I gotta be at, I don't know, whatever I offered, 1,600 or something. It wasn't even that low. And we couldn't negotiate. I'm kind of glad it didn't pan out. It would look like it was one of those ones that's just going to be a butt kicker all the way to the bank, Cuda Russ, thanks, man. Detroit, it's cold up there. It's got to be cold because it's cold down here in North Carolina. Hey, what's up, David? Of course, man. Dust Devil Garage, the 71. You have love for the 71 to 74 Plymouths. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Especially our RM VIN code. Lately, man, it's just been a lot of satellites. I don't know why. Comes in waves, You'll find no Mopar, and then all of a sudden you'll find a lot of Mopar. Then you'll find no Chargers for days. Then I'll find a bunch of Chargers that are not for sale, but I'll still find them. It all comes, like the train comes around for different things. Yeah, I mean, 71 through 74s, I mean, they're an acquired taste. But they're getting even 71 through 74s. I always tell my buddies, I said, you guys need to start hoarding 71 through 74 Chargers because nobody wants them, you know? Or start hoarding the satellites and stuff like that, 71 through 74, because now you see them popping up. And these cars are starting to get harder, like, because everybody wants them. The 68 through 70s, Chargers and all that crap, and they're getting hard to get. Well, 71 through 74 are still kind of coming out there. So you'll be the man, you start buying them up now, and then in 10 years, you won't have no gas for them, but you know, you'll still have a bunch of cars to look at. Yeah, man, the Cudas, yeah, no doubt. If I do find Cudas, man, they're not 71s. Like I said, they're 73s or 74s, and I don't even find them that often. But I thought you were buying that Bag to the Bone drag race Cuda. That's what I thought. I thought you said you were trying to get it or something because it was far in the weather or something. I don't remember. So you're good, man. You don't need no more Cudas. Yeah, 71 Satellite. Those are Bad to the Bone body styles. I had a few of them now, probably about 3, 4. And I love 71, 72. That Sassy Grass Green video you seen, that RM, really put me over the edge with that body style. When I seen that, I was, well, actually when I was working on it, because that took us a little bit, a couple months to do that car, I really fell in love with it, man. And now they're you can find them, but you're gonna pay 10 grand. 10 grand now for a Satellite or a 85 right in there for not even really a driver, something you could pull together in a couple months, but you know, they're getting up there. There was one for sale the other day. It was a 72. I think it was a Roadrunner. It had a 413 in it, right? Red. And a few of my buddies sent me the ad. Well, by the time I seen the ad, it was probably 2 or 3 hours already into it, and there was already 40 comments plus, right? So just because they comment, though, don't mean people are gonna buy it, because you get a lot of tire kickers, you know. So anyway, I hit the dude up and I said, look, man, I'm here in New Bern, and he was probably an hour and a half or 2 hours. It wasn't even that far, 70 miles. And he goes, I already got a guy to put money down on it. It's supposed to get it by Saturday. If they don't get it, you're next in line. Needless to say, he got that car, because I hit him up Sunday, and the guy said, yep, it's gone. And I said, well, I'm glad he didn't get screwed around, but man, I wanted that one. So I was number 2 on the list, and I lost it. But I do love a 71, 72. Oh yeah, it's a 70 drag car. I got you. Yeah, first world problems, but still bad to the bone. Yeah, do I like panheads? Man, Rich, heck yeah, man. Troubleheads, man. I had a couple of troubleheads around here. I haven't had a panhead. They're pricey. You're looking at 10 grand, you know, for just like a ratty panhead, you know, 10, 15 grand. So I haven't had no chance to ever buy one, nor do I ever find any old, besides ironheads, I don't ever find any old knuckleheads or anything like that in all my pickings. I tell my friends that all the time. I say, man, we find a lot of cars, man, but I don't ever find old Harleys laying around. But yeah, I would love to have a panhead with a ratchet shifter on it. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, the Challengers seem to be at a steady market. I mean, obviously, if you want a pristine one, you're going to pay to play. But, you know, a nice, I call them, don't get upset with me, guys, but I always call them like a ratty Challenger, you know, one that you could get in and pull together. But, you know, it's got rust in the floor, you know, rust here and there, you know, stuff like that. But they're still, I think they're touchable, in my opinion, you know, Challengers. Now I'm using my phone on this, man. I got my phone on a tripod, and I'm trying to read off your stuff on the laptop. Why is everything? Am I still good with you guys? Or is everything looking crappy, or you don't hear me? What? That's for you, Rick. I got you guys on my phone now. Plug you in here. You want long ways? Rotate the device back. Yeah, let's see here. Picture's fine. Okay. My brother and I bought a GTX at Dewart, California, Kmart, 383. I think it was a 68. So Joe, in the Marine Corps, I came in as a radio operator, and then I was at a secondary MOS of an 1141, which is a electrician, generator electrician, and then I basically, did that for years. But then when you start picking up rank, you kind of get put into a management position. So you turn into a platoon sergeant. Then you kind of go into a management where you're kind of doing operations. So when I left the Marine Corps, I was the ops chief, and I retired as a master sergeant, which is a E8. So that's with a lot of deployments. I'm Iraq veteran, 2 tours in Iraq. S1, baby. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, right on, One Man's Treasures. Yeah, thanks for the shout out on that. Like I said, I'm blessed to have served. I mean, that was the best times of my life and the worst times, but I'm so lucky to have served this country, man. I wouldn't change that for the world. I came in 97, and I retired in, what was it, 19, I think. Yeah, I put some time in, all right. 20 big whopping years. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Bike Guy. Yeah. I was filming with my phone, but I had my laptop just to read some of the comments. But now I'm back on the phone with the laptop right here. That's what I was filming on. I think the future of I think the muscle cars and the fuel will always be there, but I think you're going to pay to play. So, you know, I think the gas prices are eventually going to go like so high that you can only take a car out, you know, on a weekend or, you know, on like a Saturday. I think the fuel will always be there, but no doubt they're trying to do everything electric. I mean, even the big money Dodge dealers, or Dodge and, I mean, you see it in the commercials, how they're all going to electric cars because that's what they want to do eventually. So I think, like I said, I think fuel will always be there, but you're going to pay for it. Mint Hellcats go for 10K. Shit. I don't see those. I see you could get a 2014 through 2016 right in there Challenger for about 14K with a lot of miles. I don't see no Hellcats going for that cheap. Yeah, 83 through 87, that was a little before my time, Joe, but yeah, you were there the Cold War days, no doubt. I'm all Iraq, man. I'm not Afghanistan, baby. I'm an Iraq baby, you know, so. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I hear what you're saying now. One man's treasures on the 10K thing. Yeah, unfortunately, everything's just about throwaway these days. Do they make carb rebuild kits that are ethanol safe? Not the ones I use. I use silicone rebuild kits. Yeah. Yeah, it's the day and age we're in, man. Unfortunately, I wish I was born in the 40s so I could grow up in the late 50s and 60s, man, with all them hot rods. Yeah, numbers matching Rich, so it's numbers matching trans, motor and trans as well. '60s, '70s, hot cars and fast girls. Yeah, no doubt about that. Can you imagine, man, going to the junkyard and just finding Hemis and big blocks all over? I gotta go pull a 440 out of that Fury today with a 4-barrel. I get that HP 440. It's over there rotting away in that Fury 3. I wish. But then we wouldn't have the doing live videos like this either. So it's like a catch-22. I don't know. I think I would have took the junkyards with the big blocks more than the live videos now, but that's all good. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have lived through that era, for sure. Yeah, 440s were in piles along with Chargers in the pile. I see those old pictures. Yeah, right on, Richard. Let them rip, not rot. I appreciate you and your support, man. Thank you for coming out tonight, and appreciate it all. Yeah, 426 wedges, of course. These old junkyards, man, we got a few around here, and they're few and far between because what's happening is the EPA's coming in on these guys and making them clean them up. It's already happened to a few of the junkyards around here because they're trying to get rid of that crap, man. They don't want this stuff anymore. You know that. So if you can find one, enjoy it the best you can and take videos. Yeah, I grew up. My dad had a '70 Chrysler New Yorker with 3 on the tree, 383, and he took me 110 miles an hour, man. We were floating. You ever seen a '70 Chrysler with a 383 3 on the tree? That was a dealer, some kind of weird dealer order. He was telling me. Yeah, all this stuff, man. It's going away. It's going away. Learn the best gear. I like to buy too. The only problem is the money, man. When you're trying to do these cars, the money's just, it's crazy stupid how much money you have to spend to do these cars, man. And that's why I have to sell some of mine. Because in order to keep doing this stuff and keep bringing in cars and doing the videos and, getting them running and driving, you got to keep, selling them to make the money to do the next one. So I wish I could keep a lot of mine, man. I would have loved that. The next project, Joe, is the 64 Savoy I'm going to grab here soon. Yes, a 340 CUDA. Yeah, those are hard to find. Benny. Yeah, I know it was weird, man, but it had a real high tall gear in it, so it'd wind out first gear real fast, man. That thing would get down for a big old Chrysler 383 New Yorker, 1970. I appreciate you, Rick. Best thing I ever did in my life was serving the Marine Corps. Made me really appreciate how lucky we are, no doubt. Yeah, internet did ruin the car prices. I mean, you could say that about Barrett Jackson as well, ruined the car prices. I mean, all these guys coming out with car stuff, yeah, it ruined a lot of them. Well, you know what happens when money gets involved, man? It ruins everything, right? Those, okay, so Two Hacks Garage, a 7300 Hearst. Try to find one of those. And if you do, they're already restored. You're going to pay to play. Yeah, those are very unique cars, man. He got lucky on that one then. If Cash for Clunkers found one, whoo, that's a special one, man. Hey, what's up, Scott? Welcome. The Jeep vid. Thanks, Joe. That one, I was telling everybody I was never going to do that Jeep, man. That thing was sitting over at my buddy's house. He told me about that thing a year ago, and I'm like, it's a Jeep. And then the video, everybody loves that video. The Ford ruined the Lightning, no supercharger. What the F? Good luck finding, what, a Lightning? Oh, yeah, you're talking the newer, like the new trucks, Ford Lightning. Golden Eagle. The Golden Eagle. I get people comment on that if I want to sell that. It's not even mine. The Bay Area, I grew up on 36th and, no, I lived on 36th and Geary. I used to hang out at the Cliff House. Thirty-sixth and Geary Street. No, yeah, 36th and Geary. '69 Cougar, that went to a local guy, and he started fixing the roof, because you guys seen that car and it looked good, but it was roasted, man, on the top. Had a vinyl top and it had holes. I could stick my fist through it. And he ended up fixing the roof, and then he sold it too. Yo, what's up, Rudy? That car was kind of cool. I broke it after like 5 minutes of dirt tracking it. It jumped a timing gear. I ripped that car for, I don't know what, a couple days around the neighborhood, and that thing would get down. I'd take it out to my buddies, do a little dirt tracking on it, because the car was rough. It looked good, but it was rough. And I broke it in 10 minutes. Yeah, I want to get another chopper, man. I just haven't found any. I love choppers. I've had quite a few. When I say quite a few, I think I had like 6 Harleys. But yeah, I love choppers, man. If I find them, I will swoop them up. But they haven't popped up lately. Yeah, man. I miss doing choppers, man. There's something about riding a motorcycle. Ooh, I love it. I'll be right back. San Mateo. I grew up in Belmont, man. Yeah, I went to Carlmont High School in Belmont. Old man's treasures. I mean, I grew up as a kid in the Bay Area, but when I went to high school, I grew up in Belmont. Yeah, Rudy, they are, from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be open. I heard they are not messed around anymore. So probably in a I don't know. I don't know when. Mr. Stalling is the gentleman who either owns the whole thing or he's in it with a couple of his buddies. But yeah, I heard they're getting it ready. Man, I like dusters and darts. They're all right. I just haven't found anything that's really like caught my eye or anything that I had to save. The infamous sideshows, if you're talking to me, One Man's Treasures, I don't know. I haven't. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Belmont. Used to hang out at Half Moon Bay and Pescadero. And then San Mateo, yeah, Belmont, San Carlos, all that stuff. Oh, no, I haven't heard of no East Oakland sideshows. I haven't heard him do anything in a while. Napoleon Dynamite. Is he acting still? I don't like to mess with anything past 74. Is really, I have done, obviously, cars past 74, but anything actually when on my marketplace, I put 1900 to 72. So really my pristine year is any 72 and back, but I'll go up to about 74. Personal collection, it seems like everything I have, I keep it for a while and then it ends up getting sold. But I've had some pretty nice rides around here. A lot of like just cool like hot rods, Nothing like Barrett Jackson. I never had anything super pristine. Everything's been sitting or something like that. The longest I've held on to a car, I mean, like a couple years maybe. I don't know. Nothing crazy. Yeah, you talk, Bride a Bike Guy, you talking about which one, the yellow 69 dragster? Oh, One Man's Treasures. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I see that stuff on Facebook. Rudy, where are you at again? What cars are you talking about? They're all gone? Yeah, I'm totally not a Barrett Jackson guy, man. I like ratty stuff. That's what the same way I feel, David. Everything I put up, usually I do marketplace on Facebook, Joe. If I put a car for sale. Nah, the Hemi T bucket that went to Florida, man. Guy restored it. The blue rail that we had a long time ago, that was and that's a funny story. That went to North, a drag racer, like an alcohol drag racer, the real deal, collects them old drag cars like that, those rail cars, and he ended up buying it. That rail car was cool, man, wasn't it? Ah, sorry to hear about that, Lonnie. I hate that crap, man. I hate it. Yeah, that's the one. The drag rail car completely flooded. We got that thing. Had a 351 Windsor in it. Yeah, it went up north. Oh, Williamston. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. 446 pack or 426. 426, of course, man. How can you not? It's so nostalgic and so much money. Although 446 pack's bad to the bone too. I never had one. Or 426. All right, Rudy, I got you. I know where you're at. Hellcats and 2021 Camaros, you name it, they swag it like they still. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that rail was cool. We got that from an old drag racer who passed away here locally. That drag rail was completely underwater. Sat there years, man. I don't know, I think he was racing in the 90s. And when I seen it, my eyes lit up, and I'm like, I have to have it. Because where are you going to find one like that? Where? You ain't. Because somebody built that. So I grabbed it, and the water was just draining out of it like gallons of water. But as long as the water stays in the block, you're good. Because it won't rust them cylinders. It's when the water goes out of the block that you're in trouble, because then it rusts the inside them cylinders. So, yeah, it ended up firing up 351 Windsor, but it wasn't really, they were running nitrous on it. It didn't really seem like it had a big gnarly cam in it or anything. And I remember in that video, the Holly carburetor wasn't tuned right, so it had a flat spot in it. But I still ripped that car down the street, man. It was fun. Dust Devil Garage, man. I'm still not sure, bro. I'll be honest. We got the 74 Satellite, the Ratty Satty. I think that car's not really too bad right now. There's a few things. I want to do a posi with a 410 gear in it. Take some of the weight out of it, because I still got AC in it that's not working. Do the brakes better. I do want to bring the 69 Roadrunner out, but I don't have an engine or trans for it right now. And I hate to just bring a roller that everybody comes up there and like, ooh, look at the roller. I mean, I really want to fire it up. So I'm kind of caught up. I know we have plenty of time, but I'm really caught up on what to bring. Trust me, I'm thinking about it all the time. Like, my go-to is the Ratty Satty, but it's like, man, I'd rather bring something cooler than that, even though that car is cool. But, I don't know. So I can't even give you a good answer, man. Man, I love a 440, David. Man, they get down. They're so torquey. Snake Radio Customs. Nah, man, I didn't even hit up. First of all, that's not my Jeep. That's my buddy Jeff's, and so it's on him if he wants to call up. Who did you say? Dennis Collins. I kind of wonder. I mean, you know how many calls them guys get on a daily? They're gonna be like, dude, I don't care about no golden eagle that's all roasted. You got a big smash in the back. Nah, Bob, I was just saying I ended up selling it. It went to Florida. A guy restored it and painted it and stuff. Sykeston, Missouri, yeah. That's the No Name Nationals, Joe. Yeah, we're all kicking it around. All us no names, we're kicking it around. Two Hacks Garage, I appreciate you coming out, man. You have a good night as well. I'm probably going to do this for about 10, 15 more minutes, and I'm out too. 68 GTX 4-speed 440. Ford Fiesta. Come on, Rudy. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Joe, it's they just changed the dates, man. When is it now? In Ruben, you know, when are the dates? September, isn't it? The end of September. That's when they're doing the No Name Nationals. John is talking about it live on February 4th. He's the promoter of it, and they'll give you more gouge on it, I guess. We're far out, but man, Bob, what are we talking? We talking the coolest car? We talking GM? We talking Mopar? We talking Ford? We talking Volvo? We talking choppers? There's so many. I mean, they're all cool in their own way. Well, you reached the right video, man, Robert. That's why we're Poor Boys Garage here, because we're on a poor boy's budget. Yeah, I know that is I mean, you're right, Snake Radio Customs. I mean, it's a rare bird, but I mean, those guys are big money, pristine guys. You know, I don't know. They may buy it. I don't know. I'll tell my buddy about them. Yeah, One Man's Treasures. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for all the support, and I'm not gonna change the intro, but thanks for coming out, man. You've been fun today. Yeah, Dust Devil Garage. Yeah, no doubt, man. I will definitely get in on that chat with you guys. I'd love to. I'd love to get in there and talk with you guys. You guys seem to have a good family thing going on, man. You guys all know each other, which is kind of cool. I get a lot of hot rod guys I know here, but they don't do none of the videos. They're not really into being on video. So it's hard for me to do this kind of stuff with any of my die-hard hot rod buddies around here, you know? So yeah, I'd love to be on that. Hell yeah. Yeah, tenacious bait. Tedious bait, I'm sorry. Yeah, slant 6 and a 70 Challenger, man. That's cool. You don't ever see those too often, but yeah, the Hemi is way better, you know. As long as he takes the slant out and keeps it. Doesn't take the slant out and throws it to the scrapyard. Keep it, just push it off in the corner or something. Another flat bill hat. I get crushed on my flat bills. I get people comment, they're like, everything's cool except for your hat. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Really? You don't care about everything you worried about is the hat? All right. Bob John, is that a 427 side oiler? Because that's a bad boy motor right there, man. I've only found one. A Crown Vic. I've had a Crown Vic through here too, but it had a shoot, I can't even remember what it was. It was just a stock. But a 427 side oiler, man, that is one bad to the bone motor that I wish I've never even found one. Like I said, I think I've seen one on an engine stand around here, but those are hard motors to come by. Yeah, a Vega. I don't know. The intro thing, man. I don't know if I don't like hearing the truth. It hurts. Right on, Rudy. Thanks, bro. Thanks for rocking the flat bill with me. Yeah, Dust Devil Garage, 73 Sadie with a slant 3 on the tree. Yeah, that's rare. What's real rare is when you see them slants in Chargers. And whew, they're few and far between, but I've seen them before. Yeah, David, the 3.8, if you're talking about the Buick Grand National V6. I've never ridden in one. I've never had the chance or opportunity to buy one or rescue one, but I heard those things get down. Yeah, NASCAR's used the 427 side oilers. I've heard some pretty gnarly stories about some 427s on the street, man. Back in like the old timers, you know, getting down, and I heard those things are ruthless. Yeah, yeah, everyone can't be cool. Yeah, I hear you there, man. Oh, okay, 427. Okay, you're talking the Chevy 427. I got you. Okay, not the side oiler. Okay. I don't come across too many of those. 396s. I don't come across too many 427s. I had a couple Corvettes in here, but they were just 350 Corvettes, 1977 on my Chevy. Some of the Chevy things I've had. Haven't had too many Novas. I had a few of those 78 Malibus that a lot of people drag race. Those are cool. Jason, bro, I seen that this morning, man, but I was like, oh, just change your password and you'll be back up to par again. So they got you on everything, huh? All your subs. You'll come right back though. I'm gonna put it out, Country Boy Gas Garage, man. If you guys don't follow him, he's got that sweet old school shorty bus that he's doing, and he's got a Nova, cool stories. And he definitely follow him, Country Boy Gas Garage, man. He got hacked this morning, and they grabbed his whole channel. So I'm sorry to hear that, bro, but I'm going to keep pushing it for you, man. I got your back. So Rudy, that Malibu, yeah, I know which one you're talking about, right there on the left side. I don't remember, was it Burgundy? It's for sale, man. Everything up there at Ed Miller's is for sale. Everything. He's getting to the point where he has no choice to sell. So, I mean, those Malibus though, I mean, you like that Malibu, but it's I see those things for sale. They're not that hard to find, but I mean, it's unless it's like a nostalgic piece for you or something, I don't know. Yeah, Jason, keep me updated, bro. Let me know what I could do, man. Like, do you want me to What can I do to help you? Just hit me, email me, or message me. How about that? Message me. Let me know what I could do to get you back up. $14. Good night, man. You're up in the like as many Chargers as I've had. You've had Malibus. Everybody loves those cars. They're like good drag racers. But I could find you could find them. I mean, they're not like trying to find a you know, a Hemi Cuda or something. Yeah, Country Boy Gas Garage is awesome, man. He's out here, you know, making great videos for you guys, you know, putting his heart and soul into it, man. So we need to support him the best we can. Yeah, I don't know about that car, Rudy. I got to look at it close. I mean, I was so hung up on all the stuff he had out there that I was like in La La Land when I really just kind of walked by that. I didn't even walk up to it, but I mean, yeah, it is there. I'll ask him. I should be up there on the 12th. Daniel's Toolbox. Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. '77 Tornado. That's front wheel drive, right? If I'm saying that right, front wheel drive car. I see those for sale, man. I mean, I don't ever mess with them though. Bob, I don't know, man. Those Chargers find me. I don't find them. I feel like I say that all the time because I get people on not Marketplace, on Facebook who says the same thing. Like, how do you find so many Chargers? And they come in waves. Like sometimes for months I won't see a Charger, and then all of a sudden I'll find them. You know, it's just really weird. Yeah, Rudy, he had a bunch of those 64 Belvederes and Savoys, and that was his. If you ever look up Ed Miller Racing, just YouTube him. That's what he started off in a, or one that he was getting real popular with was a 64, I think it was a Belvedere. That thing had a 426 in it and everything. Then he moved over to like a don't quote me on this, guys, but I think it was like a 68 Cuda. And then, you know, toward down the line, he started racing those A bodies. And so he had quite a few of those like 64 body style Belvederes out there. I'm not saying quite a few. When I say quite a few, I'm like five, maybe 5 or 6, whatever. What's the cheapest? Depends on which car it was. I know I paid for some cars that I wished I haven't down the road, and then sometimes I was like, man, I got that for a pretty good price, so it all depends. 66 Newports, those things I do see for sale. Not so many 2-doors, but quite a few 4-doors with the 440s in them. I don't think they're too hard to find. They're no Charger. They are out there. Yeah, what year Dart was it? It wasn't as nostalgic Hemi-Dart, was it? That's the one you're talking about, Rudy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you still got plenty of parts out there. They're trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah, for sure, Bob. Ford and Chevy. I mean, yeah. I love a Fairlane, no doubt, man. Those things are bad, and yeah, they're a little cheaper. Mopar, you're gonna pay to play, no doubt about it. It's a big money game. Everything's about double the price as a Chevy, you know. Oh, 68. I don't remember seeing that one out there. Not off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, let's see. You want a land boat, huh? Yeah, you can find them. You can find them for sure. A lot of Furies out there. I know the Furies are still not really holding too much value. I had a New Yorker come through here with a 440 and it was a 4-door. That was a big car. Oh, Ruben, I didn't know you were in the service. You were in the military 4 years, right? Am I reading that right? What branch were you in? Yeah. $1,500. I mean, that's always a good. When you could buy a car for 1,500, you know you're feeling good when you get home, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, a 440 6-pack car, that's stout, man. I never had a 6-pack around here, but definitely had some 440s. They just get down right out of the box. I love them. New Yorker wagon, huh? That's a different style of car. You don't find too many New Yorker wagons. Yeah, that's a ship for sure. Hang on a minute. Yeah, man. No. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I actually did 4 years, Ruben, and got out of the Marine Corps when I was like 20. I don't know, 20. I came in, I was like 19, 20. So I got out, I was like 23. And then Iraq War kicked off and they recalled me because if you remember in the Marine Corps or in the service, you do 4 years active and then you have 4 years inactive service. They don't show you that in the contract. And they recalled me after a year. So I was out for a year. I went back in the Marine Corps, and I just decided to stay after that. So that was like the best. I got lucky. I got recalled, actually, now when I look back at it. Yeah, I mean, everybody's scared of the rust and the rot, man. I just like them as is, man. I mean, I'll fix a few things here and there, but I'm not really a guy to blow a car completely apart and then never get it back together. I kind of like them as they are, and then I kind of slowly work on them as I'm driving them. So, ah, Joe, yeah, what year New York? You said it was a, what was it, a wagon? Yeah, those things are, I mean, they got great gears in them, so they're like, they'll do like 130, 140. Yeah, Scott, a Nomad, that's a big money car right there, especially, you know, this little, I love the windows in those things, how they slide, but I don't ever come across those. If you do, they're gonna be gone quick. Yeah, I mean, I got recalled. They were letting everybody go leave after a year of being recalled. I decided to stay another year. And then again, after that year, they said, well, if everybody wants to go back to be a civilian, you can. I stayed another year. So now I had 7 years in the Marine Corps. So then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just staying in. I just did my 20. 77 four-door. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, rust doesn't bother me either. I mean, if I got a frame rail hanging out, you know, that might be a little worrisome. But I mean, you see, if you follow me on Poor Boy's Garage channel, I mean, you see the kind of cars we're ripping around here because this stuff is so expensive now. You know, you can't just decide you're going to go buy a car and restore it for less than, you know, 4 or 5 thousand. I mean, it costs 25, 30,000 to restore a car. It's ridiculous. So we might as well just have fun. I like to just have fun with them the way they are. And I'll change some stuff around as well, but you know, I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna bring a car home and like, oh, I need to get a rotisserie going here in the next day or two. That ain't me. That's just the way I feel about it. Yeah, I mean, Muscle City Madness, your sticker says it all. But the car's not finished, a-hole, you know? Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm not a pristine guy, man. I think we don't live long enough to make them all pristine. Oh yeah, the chunk on yeah, that was a big job, man. That the 74 satellite, the blue car. I did the A pillars in it. Woo! Yeah, I put my head down and grinded on that one, man. That was no joke, man. Would I do that again? That's a toughie. That's a lot. That was a lot of work. I was deep in that car. I was deep. Well, Joe, honestly, what happens is they put your they figure out how many service members they need back, right? And then they put your social security number in, and whatever comes out of the computer is who gets recalled. So I was thinking, why the hell would they need a radio operator? You know, I was good back in the day, but I wasn't like some, you know, just like this crazy awesome radio operator. And how did I get recalled? Well, I figured it out. They just need numbers and they pull your social security number. That's how I got recalled. Yeah, David, yeah, that's what we were just talking about, man. That Sadie was ooh, I put my head to the grindstone and I wasn't turning back now. You know, I just I told myself I was going to do it, and that's what I did. And every day I was out here for like a week and a half straight from sun up to sundown. And that was a tough one, man. That was a lot of work. I pushed my challenge meter, I think, into the red zone. How about that? Yeah, Bob, same way, man. I love just like I just call them the ratty cars, man. I just like them like that, you know. I'm not a pristine guy, man. It's just man, Ruben, you're gonna get me in trouble, man. Everybody hates on my truck, man. Um, so my daily for years was a Dodge van, man, a '96 bad to the bone green. They used to call it the Green Machine, 318 conversion van, and it had the captain seats in it, the shag carpet, the TV. I love that van, but it just started getting tired and the AC wasn't working. But I drove that around for years. And then I said I needed a truck, and I ended up getting that Tundra. And people hate on me for that thing because they see me do old cars, but my daily's a Tundra. And I'm like, man, but this thing snatches some cars out of the woods. And when I got to pull cars around here, I love it. But yeah, so that's my daily now. Yeah, pretty much, Joe. Get them running, rip them, and then flip them. Some of them we do keep because I'm like you guys, you know. I fall in love with them too. And then, but in order to keep the money coming and going, man, because this is such an expensive game, you do have to sell a few. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I do keep a few, you know. I may not keep them for the rest of my life, but I do have some fun with them. I can't just get them all and then just sell them real quick. I do enjoy keeping them around for a little bit. So, yeah, I know, Joe. Toyotas, man, people hate on me for that truck because they see it in a lot of my videos. But I mean, it does the job, man. I mean, it sucks gas though, but I don't have no issues with it because people want to think I'm like welder up, man. And he goes around driving that flatbed that's like all old and stuff. Well, that's cool and all, but you got maintenance on that crap too, man. You can't have maintenance on everything, you know. It's bad enough when you have maintenance on all these old cars, and then your daily you're gonna have maintenance on as well. I mean, I'm only one man show over here, you know. So I got to have at least one thing I could get in there, turn the key, and know I could drive it and get home. No, I didn't say free candy, Bob. It said free Wi-Fi. Yeah, thanks, Lonnie, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna bail out of here in a minute. I just enjoy talking to you guys about these cars, and this is our first live video, so I figure I make it a good one for you guys. So I'll stay on for just a little longer. Yeah. A lot of my buddies, man, get good deals and stuff. That's why I hate selling to friends, because it's like you feel bad if you're gonna get them for a couple grand. So I try to be good to my buddies, and they're good to me too. So that's the problem. To all my buddies, we all love cars, so we all got to have each other's new toys. Yeah, I hope to see you, Joe, man. That'll be great. Heck yeah. Yeah, right on, Bob. That's awesome, man. That's your daily. Well, my first car in high school, David, was a 65 Buick Skylark. I bought it off a 90-year-old man. When I was 16, I drove it from California to Chicago and back. That was a freaking experience. 16 years old doing that crap. But when I really started getting into the car game, I didn't buy a car. I bought a 65 Ford truck F100 clean. Had a 352 in it. That's when I started getting into the cars. Yeah, Ride a Bike Guy, no problem, man. I'm glad I could finally talk to you guys on a more of a personal level than always seeing me on the videos. But I told you after I hit 20,000 subs that I'd do a live video, but I just never thought I'd hit 20,000. So I think I was telling you guys at the beginning, I was thinking, oh man, I'll never have to do a live video because I'll never get 20,000 subs. We're doing a live video. I'll catch you later, Scott. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. David, right on. Yeah, no turning back now. Yeah, I mean, 100K would be quite a goal, you know. I mean, I'm just going to keep on doing what I love to do. And if you guys keep on enjoying what we're doing, I'll try to keep on getting better, because this is a learning experience for me as well, doing videos, trying to be as professional as I can. So I'm going to just try to keep doing better on my end. And if you guys if you guys enjoy on your end, man, that's awesome. We'll just work together. The hardest part is getting new stuff all the time, because not everything's for sale. Joe, Semper Fi, by the way. I do have one. I'm doing the satellite video. I just got to do the final shoot for it Friday. And I've been editing that video out this week, so I should have that one up for you either Friday evening or Saturday. If everything goes good, now we're playing weather games. So if I could get the final shoot on Friday, I'll have it up for you guys. That'll be the next vid for that the 72 that we just pulled off the corner. That's cool, man. Bob, the 54 truck, 6-cylinder. I'm thinking, yeah, those things run forever. Yeah, exactly, Joe. So, yeah, get the word out for me, man. That'd be great. If you're talking to me, Ride a Bike Guy, yeah, send me your rides, man. I always enjoy seeing those. Bradley'sWrenching@gmail.com. I put all my info in the description underneath all these videos, so I would love to see them. I try to do the best I can with comments. I was really good when I first started, but now the comments are like through the roof. And I try to do the best I can to answer everybody, but I don't always get to it now. And then the emails are the same way, so I try to do the best I can to get back with you. Emails I'm a little better with because I don't get bombarded with emails. Comments now are like, oof. I try to be good, and then I drop the ball every once in a while. It's the best I could do, though. Yeah, I got stickers now. I'm gonna bring a bunch to the No Name Nationals if we go. But hit me up. I'll send you one of the smaller ones. '68 Firebird. I've found a few of them around here. Oh, you don't have stickers. I got you. Oh, no worries. Yeah, the comments, I do real good after the videos out to you guys. I'm on it. I'm like, oh, comment. I'm answering them. And then after about 3 or 4 days, they start slowing down or whatever. And then you don't even see them pop up on your phone anymore until you're scrolling and really looking. Then they go down like so far you don't even notice them anymore. Yeah, I was gonna be the first guy ever to be like, I'm gonna answer all my comments because I want to do good for these guys. Good luck. Where are you at, David, again? Williamston? I'm sorry, you probably told me. I can't keep up with everybody. Oh, really? Greensboro? Wow, man. I'm surprised because I look up in that area on Marketplace and I see some cars. It's just too far for me. I don't want to drive that far. Um, Hit the back roads, man. That's the only thing I could suggest. There's a guy up in that area. Somebody sent me the post, and he's got a warehouse full of cars, but it's past Greensboro. It's like a 3-hour rip from here. Maryland here, but we have friends in Fayetteville. Yeah, that's Fort Bragg is out in Fayetteville. There's some cars out there too, out of order garage. A lot of the Army guys, because that base is so big, a lot of the Army guys have cars in that area. Okay, so you got it there from Vegas. I got you. Yeah, 20,000 comments. I mean, obviously, I'm not getting 20,000 comments, but it is a lot. It is a lot. And you want to be so good to answer because if somebody took the time out of their day to write me a comment, especially one that's, good and not being rude, I want to take the time and write them back, But man, it's hard. I can't just do it all the time. So that's why I give the thumbs up or the little heart, you know. It's the best I could do. Because you will literally sit there, you know, all day and you could write comments all day. Can you imagine like some of the heavy hitting garages, what kind of comments they get? Man, they get a lot. Yeah, so he was out at Bragg. Yeah, Ford Custom. Yeah, a lot. What happens with, like I said, Fort Bragg, and even here at Camp Lejeune here, um, these just from seeing what I see as far as being a Marine, I could only speak to being a Marine, but these young men come in and they want to be in the Marine Corps, or they're in the Marine Corps. They bring their projects with them thinking, oh, I'll just work on my car while I'm at Camp Lejeune, and they get grinded out and there's no time to do anything anymore. So a lot of these cars rot away or they get sold quick. Bob John, are you saying where am I from, like originally, or where am I at now? Yeah, David, hiring people to answer the comments, and doing the editing on these videos would save me a lot more time. I could do a lot more cars for you guys. That's why I always wonder, like, so the heavy hitters, I was trying to do a video a week, right? And that's pretty tough to do a video a week. And some of these guys are doing 2 videos a week. And I'm like, they got to have an editing team because there's no, I mean, you could do it, but you're going to be grinding if you put a video a week out, or 2 videos a week out. So I'm wondering how they're doing it. Bob John, I'm in New Bern, North Carolina. Yeah, Ruben, it's not bad. I mean, so far, like I said, I've been trying to be good about answering comments, but I mean, I wake up in the morning, I wake up at like 5, right? 5:30, and I'll sit there and drink coffee, and that's when I'm like doing comments and stuff like that. And then throughout the day, if I get bored or I'm just chilling for a minute after I'm working on cars or whatever, I'll knock out a few. But they come in waves, you know? Sometimes you won't have any comments, and then all of a sudden. But it's the old videos. Like when you look through your old videos, you'll see comments popping up that you don't get a notification for. So that's the hard part, is trying to answer a lot of those old videos. Jaden just says, don't worry about it, you know? I'm like, oh, I got to answer every one. Mission accomplishment, you know? Oh, yeah. I don't know about Fort Smith in Carolina, Bob, John, but I do know I was talking Fort Bragg. I don't know if you knew what else, if that's what I was, if you heard what I was saying. I'm not sure. There could be a Fort Smith. I don't know of one. Kelly, I'm surprised because 70 darts are pretty plentiful. Not really sure what parts you're looking for, and let them rip, not rot, right on. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. 70 darts are plentiful, and my suggestion would be, if you're on Facebook, get on some Mopar group pages. I'm sure they have designated dart pages, and people have parts for days that could help you out or whatever. I don't know what part you're looking for, but that's a good year dart too, a 70 for sure. Yeah, some of the heavy hitters, I mean, for sure, man. Some of the heavy hitters are a little slow. Cause I comment too on a lot of people, right? Cause I'm like, um, I enjoy watching a lot of your guys's and some of the heavy hitter stuff, see what they're doing. And I'll write a comment just to see because I'm like, oh, they're a heavy hitter. Let's see if they give me the time of day. And yeah, they get back to me like 2 days later, 3 days later. I'm like, all right. And it's not even a like, it's not even a comment. It's just the heart and the thumb. Same thing I do to you guys. So I'm understanding now why they do that. Well, that's good to know that you get notified. You get notified when I put up a new vid, you mean? Yeah, we were a little slack today on this live vid. I wished I would have been better, put up like something that tells you a countdown and what day, because I just put up the picture and let you know I was going live. But we'll be better on the next one. Like I said, this was the first live that I've done on this, so I'm trying to figure it out myself. There's not a lot, Bob. There's a few still left around here. I'm not saying they're plentiful, but I know where, the last ones are. Well, that's good to know on that you're getting notifications on both. Well, guys, I just want to say, have you had enough of me? Because we've been doing this for about, what, 2 hours now. So, like I said, I want to say thank you for coming out tonight and letting me ramble and kind of getting your ideas of, some of the things that we're doing around here. And I'm glad that you enjoy what we're doing around here, and I want to say thank you for the support. Truly, thank you for the support, for the, being with me from 0 subs all the way up to 20. I think we're past 20,000. So we'll do it again, maybe, 25 or 30. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Leave me some great comments like you always do. I'll do the best I can. And thanks again. Don't forget, we got a P.O. box in the description beneath all my videos if you want to send me a sticker for sticker shout out. We have Bradley's Wrenching at Gmail. Send me your cars. Let me know let me see some of the things you guys are working on. We have my Instagram that Lila, my daughter's doing. So follow us on that. And don't forget my Facebook page, Poor Boys Garage. Hit me up on that, and those are all the platforms that we mess with right now. So let them rip, not rot. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. And I'm Brad. This is Poor Boys Garage again. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're out. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you later.